Hello, and hello, people of the internet. It's very good to see you. I'm terribly sorry. I'm extremely rusty at this because it's been like over a year since we last did one of these. Can you believe that? Over a year? I was like, I'm sure, yeah, it's been a good few months since I last did a stream. And then I looked at the calendar and it was over a year ago, which is absolutely redonkulous. But there we are. Anyway, hello, greetings. I hope you're doing well. I see there's lots of lovely people in the chat doing lots of lovely things. Oh, wow, just spat on the microphone. That's a weird kind of ASMR, isn't it? That's not the vibe we're going for with this stream. Oh, look, and we've got spam in the chat already. Straight in there. First time in ages, and we've immediately got spam. Can I remember how to ban? Give me a second, because I can't. I can't remember the button. Wait, I found it. Gone. Voila. Spam, 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 spam. Indeed. Greetings. Anyway, I was going to say, firstly, to PennyRaven2, thank you so much for subscribing. Lovely to have you. And thank you so much to Scuba Mark for the incredibly generous donation. That's 5,000 bits. I'll be totally honest, I can't remember the bits to real Earth money exchange rate. But that sounds like a lot of bits. So thank you so much, Scuba Mark. That's really, really kind of you. Really appreciate it. I think that's incredibly generous. What is it, like 100 to 1 or something? I can't remember. Anyway, that's very lovely. So $50, blimey. Gosh. It is 100 to 1. Well, that's very, 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 very kind. Thank you, Scuba Mark, especially considering I haven't done anything yet. But, right. So, yes, did the hello. Hope you're well. Words. Remember how to do words. I mentioned briefly in the in the pre-stream like startup bit thing. I've got a fan running because it's 29 degrees here in Denmark today, which is insane. So there's a fan blasting at me to hopefully keep a lid on the sweat situation. Full disclosure, there probably is going to be a little bit of sweat over the course of the stream, but we'll live with that. Because it's just very warm, but there you go. That's why I went for the time it is now, because it should start to cool off as the rest of the evening goes on. We'll see. Anyway, let me know if the fan is annoying and loud, and we'll turn it off. And then we'll just live with it. But yeah, thank you so much for the sub, Masked Emerald. That's very lovely of you. Really appreciate it. Yes, it is very warm. Lost Kitten redeems save. Lost Kitten, we can't save. There's no game. We can't save anything. I don't know how to turn that off either, but there you go. If that's how you want to spend your channel points, I'll try and remember to save next time that we want to save. And there's a hype train going as well. Well, that's very lovely. Level 4. Splendid. Hi, Bard of Foyer. Oh, I haven't done hellos. Shout out from Nuna to Joseph for getting this done. Indeed. Thank you so much. I have got a thing done, as you'll see from the title of the stream. I made a new Lucien version. We're about to release it. It's going to be really fun. Thank you so much for the sub, Check. Really appreciate it. And thank you, Check, for your help with beta testing, or whatever you want to call it as well. And thank you to all the other beta testers and beta testers who've been involved with testing Lucien version 1.7.0. I won't read out a full list of names because I didn't get permission to do that. But I'm sure Nuna won't mind me mentioning them, that they helped out as well, which was very, very lovely. So thank you, Nuna. Wow, blimey, Miskatonic. Thank you so much for all the subs. That's so lovely. Mr. Video Freak as well helped with the beta testing. And has been marvellous. They've all been marvellous, the beta testers. No, thank you so much, Miskatonic. That's incredibly generous, really kind. Okay, right. I was going to say hello to everyone in the chat. We'll take a second to do that. Who will blame me asked, though. First question, is it safe to update to the new Lucien version mid-playthrough? Yes, we tested that in the beta testing. I designed it to hopefully... all my Lucien updates should always be compatible with existing saves. That said, you never know. Skyrim can be Skyrim-y. But it should be. It should be fine. We've tested it. At least some people have... Well, the people who have tested it have verified that it seems to work for them. I can see no conceivable reason it shouldn't work on an existing save. So it should, but, you know, your mileage may vary. Thank you so much for the sub, Lost Kitnip. That's very lovely of you. Really appreciate that. Anyway, so I was going to say, so hello, Six Glitz. Hello, Lost Kitnip. Hello, Two Penny Raven. Hello, Anxious Stitcher. Anxious Stitcher. I can't say it. Anxious Stitcher. Hello, Nikolai TX. Hello, Mr. Video Freak. Hello, Scuba Mark. Hello, Ari the Arotistic. It's a hard one to say as well. Hello, Scootaloo. Hello, Nuna. Some of you might get multiple hellos as well as I go down the list. Hello, Who Will Blame Me? I don't blame you. Who will blame me? Me. You blame yourself? Don't blame yourself. Everything's, unless you did something, in which case do blame yourself. But, like, don't, probably. Hello, Check. Hello, Sweet Star 87. Hello, Very Classy Demon. Hello, did I already do Miskatonic? Hello again, Miskatonic. Hello, Malice Angel. Hello, Blue Pones U Gaming. Good to see you, Blue Pones U Gaming. Creator of Zelzaz there. Zelzaz, very exciting, very wonderful mod. And speaking of cool Argonian followers, Mr. Video Freak, also creator of Lucifer the Argonian. Watch that space. That's a name we'll say again in the next few minutes. Hello, the spam bot after Nownus. Good to see you, spam bot after Nownus, who we banned. I assume you're therefore gone. Anybody? Bard. Hello, Bardafoya. And I think that's... Oh, and Sloan Connery. Hello, Sloan Connery. And Bloomico. Hello. And Lich Demons. Hello. Hello, hello, and hello. Right. Should we release a Lucien update? I think that will be a fun thing to do. So, so this is going to be a fairly chill stream, because I'm just going to crack on with it, kind of, and chat as we go. I'm going to gradually work my way through doing all the tasks that need to be done when you release an update. So we'll push it on the Nexus first, and I'll do the changelog and stuff. Then we'll do Bethesda.net with the Xbox players and the PC players. It'll probably go wrong at some point along the course of that. We'll probably scratch our heads and try and troubleshoot it. We'll hopefully figure it out. We'll then do it again. Then it'll probably work. We hope. We'll see. I'll update all the documentation and hopefully it'll all be fine. But before we do, I'll tell you what's in the update to set expectations. So first thing, full disclosure up front, don't get too excited. I didn't finish Lucien's third personal quest. That's not in it. I didn't finish the Dragonborn interactions. That's not in it. In general, most of the stuff that I've previously announced to be working on is not in this update. So don't be too excited about that. What sort of... As you know, it's been absolutely ages since I did a major update. It was growing into this huge thing in my brain of like, oh, I need to deliver on all of these things. And it was becoming incredibly hard to actually ever get to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm comfortable, getting it to something where I can release it. And then I had some conversations with some lovely people, and I had a good old think about it. And I thought, well, something's better than nothing, right? So why don't I just wrap up all the stuff that I've done so far, do a few new things I've been meaning to do for ages, and then just release something. And then there's something out there, and that's a good thing, right? So that's what we're doing. So, what is in the Lucien update, I hear you ask? Assuming that you're interested, I assume you wouldn't be tuned into the stream if you weren't. So the first thing is the total number of new lines of dialogue that we've got going. It's about 1,000, which is fun. It's more than I thought. So there's about 1,000 new lines of dialogue in this update of various nonsense, but they're not all lines from me, because a good number of them are lines from Mr. Video Freak, for the modded follower Lucifer the Argonian, who now will talk to Lucien in this update. They've got 200 lines of dialogue between them across 21 different conversations. Can you tell I'm reading from a list? These are conversations that Alex voiced years ago. Mr. Video Freak voiced these back in, what do you reckon? 2023? Was it 2023? Something like that. 2022? I'm absolutely terrible at delivering things I say I'm going to deliver. We said we were going to do this absolutely yonks ago, and we wrote the dialogue. Now, it's so long ago, I can't remember how much of it, if any of it, I wrote. Whether Mr. Video Freak wrote the whole thing, I thought at one point maybe Nuna helped write it, but they say they didn't. So I can't remember who wrote what. But it's all very Lucien. It does really suit him. I think it's all good stuff. Anyway, there's some really fun scenes. They're very silly. And I hope you enjoy them. So they're going to be in the new update. So yeah, check that out if you like. Shout out from Ari, the Artistic to Ari, shout out to them for getting a PC that can Skyrim for longer than 5 minutes. Haven't started yet, but now I can make my own mods. Well, that's exciting. Fantabaroonie, congratulations on the new PC. Okay, next thing. If you tuned in before the stream, you'll have heard a lovely little piano piece playing in 3 movements, featuring which went a bit Elder Scrollsy towards the end. That is Lucien's theme, which is composed by the wonderfully talented composer Decize. That's Decize. That'll be in the credits and everything so that you can see. So Decize reached out to me, again, years ago, and saying that he was a composer, and would I like to, would I like to hire him to compose music for the mod? And I said, well, I'd love to, but I don't have any budget for doing something like that. I'm not in a position for trying to, hire people for something like that. So thank you so much for the offer, but I have to decline. And Deceased then came back and said, very, very kindly, that, they wanted to do it anyway, so he was more than happy to do it for free, which was so unbelievably lovely of him. So Deceased composed stuff for Lucien. The first thing that he composed was Lucien's theme, which is absolutely wonderful. As I say, it's got 3 movements. Drag Proposal is here. Drag Proposal is Deceased. The kindest, loveliest person for doing this. So they composed Lucien's theme in 3 movements, which you've listened to just now. I might play it again on the stream at some point. And they've also composed music for Doomsar all the way through. So the whole way through the dungeon now of Doomsar, we have custom music. So you get Lucien's theme when you recruit him at various points during the story. When you arrive in Doomsar, you'll start to hear some custom dungeon music, which starts as like slightly ominous but like chill exploration-y music with a cool double bass and stuff. This will get in your head. It's been on a loop in my head for the last like months and months. Then as we progress and the quest starts to get more dangerous and the level of threat starts to increase, we move on to another phase of the music where the tension gets racked up and it gets more dramatic and cool, which I love. And it's got a really unique tone because it starts to bring in all these clever mechanical noises. This is what Deceased is fantastic at, is bringing in all these unconventional instruments and unconventional sounds into the soundtrack to really sort of build the character of the piece. So it's not your standard Skyrim instruments. It deliberately has its own kind of tone to it, which is really cool. And then when you actually get to the boss fight with Doomsar has his own theme. So the character of Doomsar has his own theme that you'll hear when you're talking to him. And then in the boss fight, we then transition to a boss theme. Now, the boss theme isn't by Deceased, but rather a friend of Deceased's, Milan Penak, who wrote the boss theme and also very, very kindly agreed to do this, to support the mod. And the boss theme takes Deceased's original themes that he composed for Doomsar and then brings in all the orchestral components and the drums and the... And it's very, 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 very cool. So, and then we have a theme as well afterwards for Doomsar, the sort of Doomsar sort of freed, the kind of the Doomsar, the character that you then sort of get to meet a little bit in Intruders, the sort of new version of Doomsar after the quest, who has his own variation on the theme as well. And yeah, there's more tracks as well coming in future updates, but that's what's in the current update. It's all really cool stuff, and I'm very excited for you to listen to it all. So that'll be in there. Can't wait for you to see. On the subject of music, the next thing is Lucien can now sing Red Diamond and Stagger and Sway, 2 songs from ESO that I really like. They're added to his Sing For Me pool. You'll then be able to choose them, and it'll be added to the loop. So it's sort of, when you ask him to sing until he's told to stop, he'll do those as well. So that's fun. There's 38 new custom names for Lucien to call you that have been added to the list. Now, just to clarify on those, I'm not allowed to take commissions for custom names. I haven't done in the years since that new rule came in. what I have done is I've honored the requests for the custom names from people who subscribed to me on, who put in the custom name requests through Patreon way back when it was still allowed. So it's not new stuff. I'm not taking commissions again or anything like that before you all have a panic or start sending suggestions and things. It's just, I'm honoring what I promised would be in there from a long time ago. So there's 38 new custom names, lots more choices of characters for you to play as from all different sort of races of Tamriel and so on. There's different options for all of you, so you can check that out, and that'll be fun. Next thing on the list, 19 new spells for Lucien to learn. Well, they're not new spells, but you know what I'm saying. They're spells from Skyrim, so that Lucien previously couldn't learn. So they're from the Adept and Expert pools, because people have always been like, why can't Lucien learn more than Apprentice spells? So I've done a bunch more. So they're from the Adept and Expert vanilla spell pool. Now, obviously, he can't learn them until his skill in that relevant spell school gets high enough. So if he can't, obviously you'll have to train him for him to get to the point where he can learn them, but that should still give more scope for his progression now for you to be able to turn him into a super powerful mage kind of thing if you want. So there's lots of cool stuff. On the subject of spells as well, I've also improved his support spellcasting AI. So he should now be much more responsive at healing you and using courage to buff you. And now, of course, in the new update as well, we've added the rally spell as well. So he'll also buff you with rally, and he can use heal other on you. That's a new one as well. And each of those previously, he would only ever use them on you when he had enough magicka to cast them two-handed. He now will also cast them one-handed if he hasn't got enough magicka to cast them two-handed, but he can cast them one-handed. So again, point is, he should be much quicker and much less buggy as well, because he shouldn't. There were various cases where he could get stuck before. If he missed you, if he tried to cast courage on you and missed, then that could cause him to get stuck before. So that's fixed. So that will work now as well. In theory, as in he'll keep trying until he gets you, basically. So if he misses you the first time, stand still and let him get you. Lich Demons wanted to know examples of a few of the new spells. They're actually already on the website. If you hop onto my website, josephrussellauthor.com, I actually put them on there earlier in the day. So you can have a look on there, and you'll see the new list now for the new update. Off the top of my head, it's things like Fireball, Chain Lightning, Ice Storm, I mentioned Rally, Close Wounds, Conjure Frost Atronach, Conjure Storm Atronach, Expel Daedra, Command Daedra, Icy Spear, Incinerate, Greater Ward, Turn Undead, Repel Lesser Undead. I'm sure there's more, but I can't think of any more. So there's those. Anyway, so you can teach him some of those in the update. That'll be fun as well. And on training as well, Lucifer can train him as well, Lucifer the Argonian. In the same way that Inigo can train him if you get to a certain point in their relationship, Lucifer the Argonian can train Lucien as well in some of his specialisms, which is fun too. Okay, next thing, Doomsar. My bug reports have been plagued since we released the mod about people crashing in Doomsar. Specifically if you were using graphics heavy mods like Lux or Dwemer Pipework Reloaded when you were in there, which was causing it to crash. And there were various mod lists that used both as well, so that people were crashing. Hopefully that's now fixed. So very, very kindly, the mod authors Wartortle and J Serper, who had previously made the room markers for Doomsar and the Lucien Dwemer Ruin Redux mods, they very, very kindly allowed me to roll their fixes into the update. So they're now included in the main mod. I've tweaked them a bit further to, I think, hopefully fix a few more issues and sort of better balance it with the vision of what we wanted the dungeon to be. But those are now included, so in theory it should be much, much more stable, much less likely to crash. Who will blame me if you're getting crashes when the Daedra spawning and intruders? That's nothing to do with this. That's coming from a mod that you have that's adding Daedra to the leveled lists. So that's what causes those crashes. If it's so when I say adding Daedra to the leveled lists, obviously most mods do that and that's fine. But if there's a mod that has there are some mods out there that have broken Daedra that crash your game when they spawn. And obviously if they've added them to the leveled lists, intruders spawns Daedra from the leveled list. So if you've got a broken Daedra, then that will crash your game. So that will be coming from another Daedra mod. if you get that. But anyway, point is, Doomsar itself should be much less crash happy. So happy days for that. Thank you again to Wartortle and Jay Serpa for their support with that. We're nearly done. So obviously, I say obviously. So I rebalanced the volume levels for Lucien's dialogue. So I did a big old bit of code to run through all of Lucien's dialogue and check how loud he generally is. And I compared that to the vanilla voice type. Specifically, I used as a model the male young eager voice type because it's quite similar to Lucien in sort of tone. And I found how loud those lines are on average. And I found Lucien on average was something like 10% louder, 11% louder, which is a little bit too loud. And I didn't like that. So, and also that some of his lines were too loud and some of his lines were too quiet. So I did a pass through all of the lines, rebalancing their volume to bring them more consistent with the vanilla game and with each other. So you should find that Lucien sort of blends in with the game even more in this next update. That said, there may be some that I missed or that I got wrong. If there are any lines that are too loud or too quiet, please do let me know and I'll get them tweaked. But yeah. Obviously, there's miscellaneous fixes and improvements throughout the mod. Loads and loads of stuff that we tweaked. One thing is the pronouns mod. If you were using the pronouns mod and you were playing as a character who was neither male nor female, then because Lucien's opening line was "Excuse me, madam," or "Excuse me, sir," I had, badly conditioned that to require either male or female. So if you were neither of those, then it didn't, you couldn't talk to Lucien. Fixed that now in the new update as well. So he now has a third catch-all line for if is male and is female are both not true, then he just says, "Excuse me, I don't normally do this," but so you've got that option as well, which slightly broadened the accessibility for everyone, which is good, and hopefully avoid people not being able to play with Lucien. And then the final thing is Croc. We've got, my silly modded follower Croc. It's, this is an ad break coming and I can't snooze it. Don't know why. Oh well, that's okay. I'm not talking anything too important. But yep, my silly other follower mod, Croc, the little joke Croc mod, he now interacts with Lucien. So they have a couple of scenes with each other. It's really not very much, but they're quite fun. So they've got a couple of little scenes. Thank you so much for the sub, Madachan. That's very, very lovely of you. So, final thing is, those two couple of scenes. There's, so there. That's it. That's all the stuff. So, shall we start putting it in, releasing it? Should we do that? Sounds like a good idea? Or not? Maybe I just cancel the whole thing. Shall I just cancel the whole thing? I'm only joking. Yes, let's release it. And while we do, have some ominous dungeon music. Let's listen to some of Disease's fabulous music. Let's listen to the Doomsar exploration music. Tell me if it's too loud or too quiet relative to my voice, but I'll pop it in the background. But it won't work if I mute them. There you go. Right. Ominous beats to relax to, exactly. Okay, right, let's get on the Nexus and see if I can figure out the right button. Gosh, it's been a long time since I last did this. So this is like the chill default Doomsar music. So before everything starts going horribly wrong. Uploading version 1.7.0. off this bit when the piano comes in. So in my playthroughs, this usually happens when you sort of turn the corner and you see the gate in front of you. Posture check. Thank you very glassy demon. Cthulin says, does the overall stream volume seem a bit low to anyone else? Does it? Does the overall stream volume seem a bit low? I can make it louder. Probably. I mean, I can just turn up my voice. Let's turn up my voice. Let's go to... Like that? Is that any better? Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Mic volume went really down when the music played. Well, yeah, that's probably Twitch auto-balancing. Okay, well, if it went really down, we'll bump up a bit further. Let's go like that. Testing, 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 testing. Sorry, this is going to be super weird on the VOD. But yeah. Okay, so that was the ominous exploring dungeon music. Let's get you some more, because then I'll play the next bit. This is the more threatening music. Oh, Bard. Sorry, no, we're not doing you, but only chat, Bard. I apologise. I'll refund you your points later if you want, but it's important that people can chat at the moment. Otherwise, this stream has no content. If we can't chat, it's not like there's any gameplay. We do need... we do need to be able to talk to each other. Sorry. Anyway, how's the volume now with my voice versus the music? Is that better? I love those technical sounds, right? It sounds like a typewriter. Well, Bard wants to see a wall of emotes. Well, we can do that anyway. Why don't you all show me your best emotes? Let's have a wall of emotes. Okay, I think I've pressed all the right buttons. So if I press this button, it should upload the update to the Nexus. Those are excellent emotes. Hello, Gremlin of the MRI. Yes, I am alive. Can confirm. It's good, isn't it? Isn't Deceased talented? Honestly makes me so happy. Right, just updating the mod description. That all seems up to date still. Right, so it's just the mod list, then I need to put a link to Lucifer the Argonian. Lucifer... Check, thank you. Isn't it cool, the piano? Well, the hope is, and I hope Disease won't mind me saying this, the hope is that at some point soon, like in the next week or so, I should be able to release a Lucien, Doomsar Lucien like music suite on YouTube, where I'll be uploading it. So you should be able to listen to these tracks separately then. I'm not sure about Spotify. We'd have to look into Spotify. That one can be a bit trickier. But we could do. I've got the right account for doing something like that, but we'd have to talk to them. You know, have to talk to Disease. Well, Disease, I'll let you decide whether you have any socials or anything you want them to follow. But I wasn't given any links to share. Hello, Armator! Good to see you! Hope you're well! Isn't it great how it builds? Right, version 1.7.0 is now out on PC. Anyway, on the Nexus. We haven't done the Bethesda.net yet, but I'm looking on the Nexus page right now, and it shows that the file has finished scanning, so it now has a download button. So, if someone could try that, that would be very helpful, just to verify I did it right. Could you download it and just make sure that it's not broken? If somebody could verify that it's the right file and that I've not forgotten something, because I've probably forgotten something. Let's be honest, I'm a disaster. But have a look. Let me know. You play the violin now? That's super cool. What can you play? Okay, so that was the what I call the threat music for Doomsar. So that was the second bit. Now the next bit is when you actually confront him. When you actually meet Doomsar in the core, you get this. Well, I'm glad it's got a BSA and an ESP. Try downloading them, see if they work. In fact, maybe we'll let people download and verify that it does indeed, at least, maybe could someone try starting the game and just make sure it works before we put it on the other channels. Oh, but you are a disaster. Thank you, Ari. Which means I have to remember my password. Oh no. Oh, that's going to be an interesting one. Oh, dearie me. Let's see. Does my internet remember it? Not in a way that it'll show me. Okay, let's see. Anyway, sorry, so that was Doomsar's piano music. Do you want to hear the boss theme? Let's hear the boss theme. Well, that wasn't it. Nor was that. Not that. Or that. Okay, so we're going to have to do password recovery. Things you don't want to have to do when you're on the street. spellcasting. I'm glad it works. Thank you, Blue. Thank you for checking. Right. I am on the latest version of the CK, yeah. So that's extremely difficult challenge. Try not to say your password out loud as you type it in on the internet. Right. Password has successfully been reset. Let's try it again. Right, we're in. Shout out from Ari to the composer of the soundtrack. They cooked so hard. They did indeed cook so hard. Sorry, this is on a loop. So this one will just go on until we stop it. You had enough? Should I let it keep playing? Anyway, I'm logged in now at least. More boss music, says Ari. Right. Upload, plugin, and archive to creations. Blimey, right, okay. Yes, and let's have an Xbox version, please. Generate. Thank you so much for the bits, Teeth. That's very lovely of you, much appreciated. So my CK is now because I pressed the generate button on the archive for Xbox. I said I want an Xbox archive, so it doesn't like that. The epic boss music makes it feel like the stuff you're doing to launch the mods is like mission control of a critical mass issue. Tis if you don't remember what you're doing, they've changed it all. This looked different when I used to do this. Okay, so my CK has crashed. Unless it's doing something under the hood, but it looks crashed. So let's Control-Alt-Delete that. Shout out from Stitcher to the CK being the CK. Let's try that again. Yeah, no, I spoke to cartography about this, so they can't be merged into one page. You can upload a new mod. If you release a new mod, you can put that on one page, but you can't merge existing ones onto one page. So I can't merge the PC. That's probably why I didn't like it. You can't merge existing mods together. You'd have to delete it and re-upload it, which would lose me all my subscribers. So I don't want it. So we're going to keep them on two separate ones. Really? You were able to? How were you able to? Because I asked the Bethesda people and they told me there was no way of doing that. If you have a way, do let me know. Drop me a DM. Because that would be nice to do. You know, to merge them in such a way that we don't lose all the existing subscribers on the Xbox version is what we want to do. Hi, Bruette. Welcome to the stream. Are you Milan? Hi, Milan. We're currently listening to Milan's music. Milan is the one who composed this lovely boss theme. This awesome boss theme that's been looping for the last few minutes. So praise Milan. Right, let's try and log in again. I'm afraid your theme has now just finished. The loop has finally finished running. It was a 7-minute, 13-second loop. Thank you so much for the sub, Armitor. Just did the orchestration, he says. Yes, just in inverted commas from Nuno. Right, let's try again. Upload, plugin, and archive. Include the BSA. We'll just do the PC version first. And then we'll come back and do the Xbox version. Right. Lucien, fully voiced follower. That's it. Lucien has a fully voiced follower. 6,000 lines of dialogue. Let's update it to over 25 are the mods. Over 6,000 lines of dialogue. Interaction with mod interaction. Let's add HIJKL. Scuba Mark, you don't need to load anything. You don't need any patches. But you, if you're using the regarding the Creation Club, you either need to use, if you have the Anniversary Edition with all the Creation Club, then you just use the Anniversary Edition all in one patch. If you only have some of the Creation Club files, then you need to use those individual Creation Club patches. If you want Lucien to comment on them. But you can not load them, and then Lucien won't just, nothing will break. He just won't talk about them. Right, let's try. Wait, hang on. Let's check that I've got the correct ESP and the correct, because this is going from my data folder. Is it the correct BSA and the correct ESP in my data folder before I upload it? That was edited on 2311 and 2310. And the one in the 2311, 2310. Yes, they are the correct ones. Good. Right. Updating existing content on Bethesda.net. Let's see what happens. No, that's the thing. That's the thing, Mr. Video Freak. Yes, I can absolutely delete one of the existing versions and then upload onto the other version. That is allowed. But what I can't do is merge the pages. That doesn't work. So I would have to lose my existing subscribers on either the PC version or the Xbox version, so they wouldn't get a notification that there's a new Lucien version, which I think is suboptimal for everyone. So I think while it's slightly more inconvenient and less tidy to have them on two separate pages, I can't see a way around that at the moment. Anyway, praise to Disease in Milan for all the lovely music you're hearing. Next one is this theme you get after defeating Doomsar. If I can find it. Okay, the Lucien version 1.7.0, I think, is on top. What is on top? Is on the PC thing, I think. Did it work? It says it worked. Let's close that. Is on Bethesda.net on PC, I think. Well, no, it's not showing there. But it says it uploaded, so let's see what happens. Hello, Azora! Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yes, Brew. Well, I wouldn't describe myself as a musician per se. I'm a scientist, philosopher, amateur wizard, and something of a musician, though I suppose that's more of a hobby. I'm here in Skyrim on an expedition. I'm here in Denmark on an expedition, academic mainly. I find the province simply fascinating. The flora, the fauna, the social services, the healthcare, both public and private, the architecture, the politics. Right, I'm in. Anyway, sorry, to answer your question, yes, I do play the piano sometimes, but not as often as I would like. I don't get the time nearly. And I'm not very good either, but I'm working on it. I'm gradually learning. Ah, right, ready to update. I've got to press the button on this end as well. Okay. There's 2 buttons, people. There's new... Okay, we've discovered a new thing. There's 2 buttons. Oh, no. And they've reduced the character limit on the overview, so I now have to write a shorter overview. Lucien Flavius is a fully voiced Imperial follower, though the 6,000 lines of immersive, lore-friendly dialogue. A scholar by trade, Lucien's vision, Skyrim, and expedition. I've got to condense this. Got to lose 60 characters from this. Lucien Flavius is a fully voiced... We've got to say that he's fully voiced. We could probably delete the word Imperial. Probably delete the word lore-friendly, just of immersive dialogue. Lucien is... This is tricky. Right, Lucien is a fully voiced follower with over 6,000 lines of immersive, lore-friendly... No, let's put lore-friendly back in. We don't need to say he's visiting Skyrim on an expedition. This is like the tagline for Bethesda.net. Lucien Flavius is a fully voiced follower with over 6,000 lines of immersive, lore-friendly dialogue. Fully voiced, Imperial... No. It's really tricky. So he starts... train him from... I can do this later. From cowardly scholar to... From a cowardly scholar to a hero in his own right. And we'll put Imperial back in. Right, that's fine. All updated on PC. Version name is 1.7.0. And the version notes. Sorry, is this interesting? This probably isn't interesting to hear me doing this, but... Anyway, here we go. Right. Done. Publish. I press publish. Errors. It's all gone red. Nope, it's happy. Thank you, Milan. Right. Yes, it says version 1.7.0. On the PC version on Bethesda.net, that's now online. Good. Now we need to figure out the Xbox version, which just crashed before. So, if I press... No, stop it. Okay, I've crashed it again. It doesn't like the Create Archive button. Now, I have a recollection of it. So I'm using the latest version of the Creation Kit with the Creation Kit Fixes mod. I have a recollection a long time ago of it spending absolutely ages trying to create an archive, and then you just threw it away because the archive was rubbish, and then you tell it to recreate the archive. And then it works. But that was yonks ago. I hope I don't have to do that. Do I just let it sit? Oh. Blue, what do we do? Blue and Mr. Video Freak. Blue and Mr. Video Freak, what do we do? How do I release on Xbox? You still manually make your archives. Okay, how do we manually make the Xbox archive? Can I use archive.exe to manually make the Xbox archive, or do I need to use some other tool? Do I need to use Cathedral Assets Optimizer? I bet I need to use Cathedral Assets Optimizer. No? No, I don't. Just copy the BSA and rename it. What? Is that it? No. Blue says but. No, Blue says I'll wait. Shout out from Stitcher to this update for making me incredibly hyped and motivated to continue my Inigo plush so Plushian gets his blue bestie soon. That's cute. Oh, well, I really don't want to have to do that. I've never had to separate the textures out manually before. So I know there is a way to do this. We just need to figure out what that way is. And to find out, we're going to go on the internet and Google Skyrim, how to upload. Can you tell I've been modding for about 10 years? Skyrim, how to upload mod to Bethesda.net Xbox. Thank you so much for the sub, Cthulin. Very kind of you. Ah! Aha! It was thinking. It was just thinking. It's no longer crashed. It's uncrashed itself. I obviously just had to wait. Okay. It's working now. It's fine. So what I now do is I throw away the list that they suggest. And we import the list that I want. Ha, I can tell that was stressing me out because I can feel, I know it's hot. I've suddenly started to sweat more than I was doing. Oh. Ooh, Disease, you'll have to remind me which one that is. Can you ping it to me on Discord or something? Can you ping me which one is the one you're talking about? Because I've run out. That's all the tracks that are in the main, but they're all the tracks that are in Lucien version 1.7.0. Right. Lucien version 1.7.0. Drag the files into the thing. It doesn't like it at all. Okay, no. That's not what we do. We drag the files individually. Yes. Right. Oh, this is going to take a million years. I hope nobody in the chat is like eagerly awaiting this to release on Xbox. Gonna be here a while. Oh, a little while ago, Nuna asked, how long am I planning on streaming for? I don't know. Probably another hour or so. Depending on if/when people get bored. This is a terribly slow way of doing this. I should really use the Python tool I made. I've just forgotten how to use it. Okay. Right, we're getting there now. It's nearly there. Sound, voice, Lucien. Oh, it's not nearly there. I need to do every single voice type. Incidentally, is anyone in the Twitch chat on Xbox? Because I could do with somebody testing this when I upload it, just to check I haven't uploaded something atrociously broken. Who will blame me? You're on... Okay, you're on Xbox. Good. Okay, you can check it for me then, won't it? You can be the first to download. And just reassure me I haven't uploaded something totally broken. You may certainly ask here, Cthulhu, but I don't use collections, so... I couldn't tell you myself. Ah, well, you see, Mr. Video Freak, I found it doesn't do all the scripts for you. I found that it often misses them. So I don't trust it. I remove them all. Unless they fix that, but when this used to happen, when we used to have to do this a long time ago, when I used to let it generate stuff, I discovered it would miss stuff. Right, I'm nearly there. I'm on the last few voice types. I really need to fire up that Python tool so it can do that automatically for me again. Next time, we'll do it next time. Okay. Voice, sound. Okay, so it's just textures now. Actors, character, face gen data, face tint, Lucien. Textures. And... Lucien follower, the Oblivion Gate textures. That's it. We have done the meshes, the music, the scripts, the SEQ, the sound, and the textures, which is everything a Lucien needs. Yes? Yes. What more could a scholar possibly want? Okay. Right. Done. Pack files. I'm going to press the pack files button and hopefully it's not all going to break. Wish me luck. Did it do it? It's thinking about it. Oh, yeah, too late. I didn't press it first, Mr. Video Freak. But yeah, that would have been a useful button to press. The export list button, in case there was a problem. So I didn't have to do it all again. But there isn't. It's too late. So we're committing. Okay. Upload, plugin, and archive to creations. We now have the Xbox plugins. Include archives. Okay. Lucien fully voiced follower on Xbox. No, that's the Saturalia Holo pack. Where's the mod? Where is it? There he is. And we have to change all the stuff again. Okay. Upload. Okay, and then this is the Caesar's track for Doomsar, like... Oh, you mean returning? This is for intruders. Ah, yeah, this is a version of the chat for intruders. That's what you meant by the second coming. Yeah. This isn't in the mod, by the way, at the moment. This will be in another version. But... wasn't time to get this into testing before version 1.7.0. Hey, Sacrilicious, welcome to the stream. It has been a long time. I hope you're well. It says uploading. Paused at 64%, but I'm hoping it's going to carry on. It's not looking good. Why have we paused at 64% if there's done there? What's going on? What's the problem? Quel est problemo? Ah! It's jumped to 85%. Oh, I'm sorry to hear those being down, Sacrilicious, but ups is good. We like the ups. So the idea, I think, I mean, Steve can explain the idea with this, but what I see in this music, or what I hear in this version of the music, is you've got the core of Doomsar, as you know from the first dungeon, mixed in then with the Daedric influence coming to have this otherworldly element coming, the aggression, this sort of like invading element into the music. Comes through in my feeling, I really like. Business pair, I will be releasing a Doomsar music suite on Lucien music suite on YouTube. We haven't decided about Spotify yet. We literally haven't spoken about that before this really, so we need to have a conversation and see what we can do. But we will be putting them on YouTube. Into the Xbox version as well. Right. Publish. Okay, Xbox people. It should be out on Xbox now. So if anybody who's in the chat and has an Xbox, if you wouldn't mind, could you just fire it up and download the update and just verify for me that it works? Like a little bit? Just double check. What, you didn't hear it over the music? I was saying anybody on Xbox. Here, I can turn the music. Let's pause the music. Oh, I actually can't stop it. I've just muted the music. I actually can't stop it playing on my PC. It seems that there's been some kind of crash with my Windows Explorer, but it doesn't matter because it's ended now anyway. But I actually couldn't press the stop button. I had no pause button for the track. Doomsar had taken over my PC. Anyway, what I was saying was it should now be available on Xbox. If you would like to download it, I would be very grateful if someone could please download it and check that it works and that your game doesn't just CTD. Because that's the big fear. Because I can't test it on Xbox. I hate releasing stuff that I can't test myself. Even if I had an Xbox, I still couldn't test without releasing it. But yeah, so just... is it... Did I do it right or did I break it? Let's find out. Oh, Cthulhu, that sounds like a big operation. Good luck. Anyway, while I've got you all here, before we do anything else, I mean, we might play some Skyrim or something in a minute and actually do some testing on my end, but while I've got you here, many of you will have heard me bang on about the treacle people over the last couple of years. Just as a reminder for those, or to let those of you know who don't know about it, if you look under the stream, you'll see next to my book, there is a little button for the audio drama that I produced called The Treacle People Still Sticky. I made it as a tribute to my dad. I poured a whole load of love into it over the last couple of years. It's been a huge part of my life. I would absolutely love if any of you would like to buy it and listen to it and leave a review. That would absolutely make my day. Obviously no obligation by any means, but if anybody felt like supporting it, I would be massively, massively grateful. So, just a general plug. If you click on that, it's a family-friendly comedy audio drama. It's very silly. It's the same sense of humor as Lucien. And it means a lot to me. So have a listen if you want, please. Nuna says it's great, and Nuna knows their stuff. So there you go. That's my plug. Okay, what we're going to do now is we are going to take a short break because I need the bathroom. So we're going to pause there. We'll take 5 minutes and then we will reconvene. And then we'll do more updating documentation and stuff and maybe play some Skyrim. So, yeah. Yeah, Cthulhu, that came out a year ago. You've been sleeping on it. It's been out for over a year. Go check it out. But thank you for telling your friend about it. Right, okay. Brief pause, and we shall resume. See you in a minute. I'm back! Hello, 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 hello. Break concluded. I have returned. Welcome, welcome. So we still have a few more admin tasks to continue doing before we can do anything else, of which I need to post in the various places and let people know. One thing that occurs to me we haven't done is notify the Discord server. So I'm about to do a post on the Discord server, which will at everyone, which I don't often do. But yes, here we go. Under the releases section. The changelog I put on the Nexus, is it not there? The changelog should be there on the Nexus, Nuna. If you refresh, you should see it. In the loggy log. I thought I pasted it in when we uploaded. But if you can't see it, let me know. The changelog is there if you hit 1.7, but it doesn't show up in the tab if you for some Nexus reason. See, it does show up in my tab, so I'm wondering if that's a caching thing. If it's that it's cached for some of you, the old version, and then it needs to, like, refresh. But it should be there. Anyway, we can investigate in a second. Let me just write this post for the Discord people. And I'll also tell them I'm live on Twitch if they want to say hi. With the Twitch link. Love doing an at everyone. No, rolling. Wait. Somebody seems confused that Lucian's going to react to Legacy of the Dragonborn. No, that's not. We've not done that. Anyway, there we go. Right. I did it. I posted the thing. Right, what do we need to do, people? So, those of you who remember things that need to happen, what have I not updated? I need to post on the various YouTubes and things, so I'll do that as well. Let's do that. I've already updated the website. Hello, Mary! We have American Music here, the voice of Ori. Voice and creator. Do say hi. It's really good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope things are good. And we have Infernal Lord. Hello, Infernal Lord. Good to meet you. And Tuxarama 99. There you go. Good to meet you as well. Unexpected update. Good. Hope you enjoy. Ori as in like Auri. Ari. Sorry, I'm probably saying it wrong. It's probably my British accent. Song of the Green. The companion mod. Popular companion mod. Song of the Green. Lovely mod. Interacts with Lucian. She's amazing. Right. I was going to post on YouTube, wasn't I, to let people know. Hi, Gremlin Len. This isn't the Dark Souls 3 no-hit run I asked for. No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's a Lucian update instead. I hope that's still okay. Hello, the Ripchen. Yes, there is a changelog. It should be on the Nexus and on the Bethesda pages. We ran through it at the start of the stream. Right. Maybe I'll put a picture on the YouTube post with Lucian, just because, so there's something there. Sorry, I know that's not exciting. Won't be a minute. Then we'll maybe do something exciting again. I'll start up Skyrim. We can play Skyrim. I'll show you some of the new features. Yep, save to update mid-game. Go for it. Or it should be. The intention is that it should be safe to update mid-game. So there's nothing to worry about. You should be able to, but obviously take some care. You know, just make sure that you don't do anything silly. Keep backups of all your previous saves in case there's anything wrong, but it should be fine to update mid-save. There's no reason I can think of that it wouldn't be fine. I haven't changed anything that won't be backwards compatible, and we tested it with some beta testers as well. So, fingers crossed, it'll be all right. Bum 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 bum. Yes, indeed, it just works. Question from Membracelet. So, is he a dog person or a cat person? He is more of a cat person than a dog person, though I do feel he has big golden retriever energy. But he has a cat. But he doesn't have a dog. But he loves dogs. And indeed, if you bring Vigilance or Miko with him, or you let him summon Familiar, you know, he loves his puppies, his doggo friends. Like, cat person who is a dog, indeed. Anyway, Rina Kuma says, waiting for DLC dialogue. Yeah, no, I know. There's loads of stuff that you're all waiting on that isn't in the update. As I say, I figured that something's better than nothing, right? Right, so you've got something. I do have some half-baked Dragonborn interactions that aren't in the mod. They're half done. They will be done at some point. But at the moment, they're not. They're half done. So in the next update, hopefully, maybe the Dragonborn interactions might be in there. But no promises. That's one thing I've learned, is never promise or guarantee or say that you're going to do anything. Because you're rubbish at delivering anything, Joseph. Right. Shall we play some Skyrim? Shall I fire it up and we can see what's what? Maybe. Could be cool. I can show you, walk you through some of the stuff. So if I go play, and then I'm going to try. So I haven't streamed a game in a while. I'm not certain that the stream capture will work. So let's see if I can get that to work first. No, Gremlin, I'm terrible at video games. This is one thing we've learned. Despite really enjoying video games, I'm terrible at them. Right. Oh, wow. Oh, this looks like it's a bit of a disaster. Okay. You can have some... Let's mute the... Okay, this game capture is working. The game capture is working, which is good. Thank you for following, Camilla Mama. Camilla Mama. Thank you for following. Very good, very good, very good. So, hang on. But the camera is not working. Okay, my lovely corner octagon is not working. So we'll have to live without the corner octagon for a moment. If we're going to do the gameplay stream, which we're going to do, we'll have to live with the camera just being a rectangle. As much as it makes me sad, because I can't make it work right now. So we're going to do that. We're going to have a rectangular camera, and you're going to love it. Because look how it looks at the moment. That's terrible. Look at that. It's all glitched. Need to fix that. That shows me for trying to stream without properly preparing. I actually completely forgot to look at any of this. So I want game with camera, and I want to... Oh, no. I know, but it's really annoying, isn't it? Let's put me down in the bottom right. I prefer being in the bottom right. And then what I can do is I can hide the background. Yeah, we'll just do... There you go. So there's that. And then what we'll do is we'll just scooch that down. Whoopsie. Into the corner. There we go, and that sort of works, doesn't it? That'll do. It's not as neat as I'd like it to be, but it's fine. Right, and you've got game audio? No, you haven't, because I muted it. You've got game audio now? And that sounds okay? Is the balance sort of alright? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, right. So, we're going to go... Oh, we're going to unplug my controller. We're going to go a new game. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Mr. Video Freak. That's very kind. So we're going to go to my standard Joseph character. Music's coming through a bit loud. I don't know. Let me know. Keep me as we go. Let me know how the mix is. We can always change it. Oh, maybe I should call them. Let's give them a surname. Joseph Russell. There we go. That's fine. Really imaginative, right?
Approach, my child, and choose where your new
life
life
of course, by having
begin.
the camera in the bottom right, that's going to cover up the subtitles, isn't it? You guys like the subtitles? Hang on. Let's pop it in the top right. There we go.
Approach, my child,
Well,
and choose where your new life shall
There should be
begin.
subtitles. Maybe there aren't. I don't know. Anyway, let's see if it works. Patron at a local inn.
Which inn are
oh, there
you
you go.
a
There's a
patron
subtitle.
of?
That's more like it. Thank you so much for being here. Who will blame me and for testing on Xbox? Do appreciate it. Oh, and thank you for subscribing, Gamer Victor. Really appreciate it. Very, very kind of you. Yes, MMX, it's absolutely baking, hence the sheen of sweat across my face and the fan running constantly in the background, but you'll have to live with that.
Even the lowest among us can rise to greatness.
You get Sweaty Joseph or no Joseph, so Sweaty Joseph it is.
Come on. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat.
This
by
is
the
an
fire and I'll
ode to
send
Skyrim's staunch
Oh,
protectors.
thank you so much, Mrs. Can't Parry. That's lovely of you to say. Oh, I'm so pleased. That's really kind.
We drink to our youth, to days come and gone.
Oh, thank you, MMX. That's nice of you to say as well.
Right,
where is he?
Done.
He's not here. There's a bug. It's not worked. Everything's gone wrong. I've killed him. I've killed my boy. Lucien. Lucien, where are you? Oh, there he is. It's all right. It's all right. Nobody panic.
I don't normally do
Nobody
this,
panic.
but
He's here.
have you got a
Everything's
moment to
fine.
talk?
Keep calm. The important thing is that we all kept calm. I think that's the main thing that we should all be proud of.
Excuse me, sir. I don't normally do this.
Anyway,
Marvelous. My name is Lucien
so you can hear the music now,
I'm
right?
a scientist, philosopher,
Except we've got this guy singing
amateur
over it.
wizard, and something of a musician, though I suppose that's more of a hobby. I couldn't help noticing that you seem... how can I put this? Well acquainted with the less savoury side of Skyrim? As a matter of fact, I do. I'm here in Skyrim.
But yeah,
on
you
an
can hear his
expedition,
theme, right?
Academic, mainly. I find the province simply fascinating. The flora, the fauna.
Yay! Thank you for checking,
ruins,
Tsurama.
both Dwemer and Nordic, the architecture,
The politics.
Trouble is, I'm really
I'm
not much of a fighter. I know a few
spells and can just about swing a sword, but
beyond
that, I'm pretty useless in combat.
Skyrim's
no place for a
milk
drinker like me.
Not on my own.
Not on my own, anyway.
So
I'm looking for
someone to
travel with.
I suppose
what I'm asking is, would you awfully mind if I
tag along?
tag along?
I will of
I would of course compensate you most
handsomely
handsomely for putting up with me.
Oh, shall we say
300
septims
septims up front?
After that, I'll top you up every time we come across something useful to my research. At your discretion, of course. No obligations.
No obligations.
Save that you
take me with you.
And assist in keeping me alive
wherever possible.
Oh,
Oh, splendid.
Here's your gold.
Here's your gold.
This is going to be
quite the adventure.
It's a pleasure,
It's a pleasure to meet you, Joseph.
Lead on.
Lead on.
Children of
There we go.
Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when
Sorry, I'm sure that was
Sudden
quite
God beckons,
discombobulating.
every one of
But I
us
enjoyed doing that.
dies.
That was fun.
But this land is ours.
Anyway,
and we'll
we got the
see
boy,
it wiped
and you heard the music.
of the scourge
The
that
music
has
is, so I actually
sullied
messed that
our
up
hopes
there.
and
The music is
our
timed to
How can I
assume that
assist?
you're going to just press, you're going to let him say the line, and then you press the button each time he says the line. And if you do it like that, if you let him say his line and then you press the next one, then you let him say his line and you press the next one, you'll find the music actually syncs up really beautifully to the dialogue. It's kind of coincidental. It wasn't quite intended that way, but I shifted the timing because I found if you make it play at a specific time, it actually really nicely syncs. So see, try it like that if you like. If you don't pause kind of in between, you just play and then play and then play. But otherwise it still works, right? And I think it still worked the way it was there. So that's all fine. Anyway, here
What's
he
next?
is. As you'll see, everything apart from the music is all the same. No, Merrigan, we had the composer on stream not long ago, actually.
Welcome to
You
Dead Man's
missed
Week.
him. But it's composed by a composer called Decease, who very kindly volunteered his time to compose the theme for Lucien and the music for Doomsar, the dungeon. Which is very, very cool stuff. But no, I can't compose. It's not something I've ever... Well, I say I can't. It's not a skill I've ever tried to learn. So I don't know. But it's not in my... I wouldn't describe it as being in my skill set. Anyway,
Hello
so...
there.
Some new things, then.
Certainly. What needs doing?
Mrs. Campari, you should see the... What is going on with the changelog? You should see there is a changelog on the Nexus, but people can't see it, so something weird is going on with it. But if you go onto Lucien's Nexus page, you should see the changelog. Anyway, the biggest things in the new update are a bunch new learnable spells, a bunch new custom names, and interactions with Lucifer the Argonian.
Don't let my brother get to you, Tinkler. You're doing a fine.
But I'm really confused why... Anyway, I'll let him... I wanted to show you the new
What should I sing?
While I look this up.
Oh, that's a lovely one. Very heavy on the mythology. I'll do my best to remember all the words.
When Akatosh slew Lorcan, he ripped his heart right out. He hurled it across Tamriel, and the heart was heard to shout. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till
Should I
the
try and
end.
harmonise with myself?
The laughing heart sprayed blood afar, a gout on
Oh, that's
Sirith
interesting to
fell.
know, Ivy Productions.
And- Like a dart shot
you, Legacy
to
of the
its
Dragon Ball.
mark, down in an Ayleid well.
I could beatbox.
Magica fused the Lorcan blood to crystal red and strong. Then wild elves cut and polished it
I don't
down
think
to
that works.
Chimel Adabal. Red diamond,
Maybe I'll put the beatboxing
diamond,
back in
the
the
heart and
proverbial
soul
box.
of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end. When elves lost
But it's a good song,
honor
right?
to
Petty
man,
thievery and drunken
Akatosh
brawls.
gave
Been
the
too long
stone
since we've had a good
Hello,
time.
Nine Reed. Hello,
Saint
Shotgun Buccaneer.
Aleshin
Welcome to the
token
stream.
of her right
Hello,
to
Scarecrow.
sit the throne.
Thank you for joining. Hello,
Red
Dwimmercog. Good to see you.
Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond,
Shout out from Ari to
diamond,
Lucien for being the cutest of
protect
boys.
us
Missed him
till
greatly. Haven't played
the
Skyrim in
end.
months. Kufakugujig. Anyway, so there's
What
Red
can I do for
Diamond.
you?
We also have...
Certainly. What needs doing? What should I sing?
Stagger and Swing.
Oh gosh, that one's a little bit saucy, isn't it? But I suppose it is at least traditional. Here we go.
No lollygagging.
No lollygagging.
Oh, my sweet love, she waits for me through storm and shine, cross land or sea. I run to her and together we sway as we kiss, sway as we kiss. Her graceful shape I heave on high, and in one hand I hold her nigh. Her waiting lips are never dry, sway as we kiss, sway as we kiss. Come the morn she goes, the taste of her remains, and in my mind I see us sway as we kiss, sway as we kiss.
There you go. So he has those two now. They're both from ESO. I think they're very lovely songs. That second one, Swear As We Kiss, I learned intentionally. I said, right, I'm going to learn this so I can sing it. And I downloaded it and put it on a loop in my headphones while I went to the supermarket. And I did all my shopping, listening to, what's her name? Really famous singer who does Skyrim covers, or famous for doing Skyrim covers and other things, and is one of the bards in ESO. I've forgotten her name, got a total mind blank. You know who I'm talking about, like these... Maluka! That's it. Listening to Maluka's cover of it, like on a loop, constantly, over and over again, for about half an hour while I was going around the supermarket. And I was like, okay, I got it. So that's how I learned that. I did actually mess it up. I get one line wrong. There's one word wrong in there, but I've left it in there because I didn't want to record it again. So Lucien's version is subtly different from the original. She wrote it? That makes it even cooler, Mary. That explains why it's such a pretty song. Anyway, Lucien flubs it. There's one incorrect word. See if you can spot it when you listen. But anyway, right. So the thing is, I want to demonstrate the new things, and a lot of them are hard to do without having some gameplay. But what I can show you to start with is I can show you the full custom name list. Mrs. Can't Parry, I love the implication there, like that anyone would even know what that means. I mean, yes, they have no idea I voiced Lucien. Everybody has no idea I voiced Lucien. Nobody knows what Lucien is. It's a very niche thing. I still live for the day when I might happen to bump into someone by coincidence who happens to know what he is. It doesn't happen in general. But anyway, right, so here is the list of player names. I'm not going to read them all out, but you can see them. Some highlights of new ones are Aelwen, Calico, Chrysanth, Ganbald, Jiva, Grand, Grolbag. All of these have their own custom little Ragnar the Red variants that Lucien sings for them. Gudrun. It's hard to remember which ones are new and which ones aren't, but I can remember some of them. Kratos, for you God of War fans. There's Kratos there now. So maybe you could do a Kratos playthrough. Don't know, make him a massive Nord or something. Marielle, which I think is a lovely name. Mastani, that's a fun one to say as well. Michaela, ooh! Oh, I'd forgotten about that! Oh, I remember that being a thing. Min, because min is already a string. Min needs to have a space added to it or something to make that work. I've reintroduced that bug. That's really annoying. Min is fine. It's just the lowercase m. Oh, I wish I'd spotted that before releasing it. It's because min is already a string. min, as in minimum, has a lowercase. So even though it has a capital letter in the string entry, because it already exists, it by default just prints min with a lowercase. So I had fixed that before by actually making it say min space in the list to make it a new string. But I've forgotten to fix that. So, okay, there's our first bug in the new update for me to try and patch at some point. But I think we'll agree it's fairly minimal. So we can... minimal. Little min joke for you there. It's fairly minimal. So we can be aware of that anyway for the next version. Try and fix that. Anyway, that's the A to M's. And then N to Z's. We've got these ones. Razir, Rikasha, Scales, Talia, spelled Thalia, pronounced Talia. Hey Bray, welcome to the stream. That's true, if you're on Xbox you'll never see it. I'll fix it in a min. Exactly, I like what you did there, Martin. And Vral. Vral is another one that's new. Walter. Anyway, all of these are options. So, enjoy. There you go. So there's those. What else do we got? Let's go and recruit Lucifer the Argonian. You can hopefully see some of the scenes happening. We need to get ourselves to Whiterun. So I'm actually just going to cheat. We're going to COC there. Shout out from Ari. Ari says, oh, I'm not sure if I've ever shared this, but shout out to Lucien and by extensive Joseph and whoever requested the name for my name. I chose Ari when I came out as NB because I liked hearing Lucien call me that a lot. That's really cool. Oh, I love that. That it had that like the name resonated with you like that. That's really nice. That's lovely. Thank you for sharing that, Ari. There he is. Gremlin says, kudos to you. Honestly, Lucien is one of the most interesting and unique colleagues out there. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you, Gremlin. So some of the miscellaneous fixes that have gone under the hood. Lucien has a script. It's called an arrival. Lucien, he has arrival script. It's something that he's always had, which is what allows him to say certain lines on arriving at various points in the main quest. Turns out, this was actually introducing a really subtle, tiny little bug, which would cause him to interrupt himself. Whenever he arrived in a new place, if he was midway through a long line of dialogue, he would cut himself off, even if he didn't have anything to say, as that scene would interrupt the arrival script scene. So I've tweaked it, manually adding in the conditions for every possible time when he has an arrival scene line, and then to only play that, only run the script and play the line if he has a valid one. So therefore, he shouldn't interrupt himself anymore in this update, which I think is quite nice. So, fingers crossed. So it should make things better. So.
We'll pay whatever it
There's
takes,
that
but
element.
we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
Now, I'm assuming Lucifer can be found at Dragon's Reach. When I recruited him before, he was there. But I think he goes to different places at different points in the main quest.
I know your
actually,
family's
so
honor
might
is important to you.
maybe missed the video if you can tell me or not. Will he be there? Or am I going to the wrong place? Maybe I'm going to the wrong place. Yeah, Lucifer has loads. Lucifer, I'm totally the wrong one now. Lucien has loads of names he can call you. So check those out. My favorite scenario is when it's a surprise, when someone just picks a name and then he says it out loud to them. It's only happened, I've only seen it happen once or twice. But I love the idea that people will create a character and just choose a name and then meet Lucien and then he's like, hello there, Angund? And you're like, what? How did you do that?
Damn it, woman, I'm the Jarl of Whiterun. I won't apologize for...
No, Martin, this is the first time that Lucien has interacted with Lucifer. Here he is!
Hey there, you look like an adventurer. You wouldn't happen to be looking for a partner, right? I wouldn't be much of a bother.
Sure, come with me.
Let me know when you're ready to go. My name is Lucifer, since you never asked.
You're so over-eager, Lucifer. You need to hustle more. You need to bargain more. More negotiation. But to be fair, at least you didn't actually pay gold to join me like
I'm too
Lucien
young
did.
to train with the sword. So
Anyway, so they won't talk to each other straight away. They need to be outside.
Very carefully about your
listen to
next
you.
move.
Leave me out of your...
absurd that you can't cook good sweet.
Yes! So it's because of Codsworth from Fallout 4 that I knew that the engine, that this should be theoretically possible. It actually isn't in Skyrim's engine unless you have SKSE. It's, oh, he didn't follow. The auto name detection only works if you have SKSE installed, so that only works on PC. It doesn't work on Xbox. You have to manually choose one on Xbox. But, why is he not coming? Mr. Video Freak, it's not working. I've discovered a bug with your mod. And it's because you need to recruit him, that's why.
Okay, let's see how our first adventures go and we can see how we get on.
There we go.
Are we done talking?
It was a user error. There we go. Right. Excuse me. Hello. Just wanted to introduce myself.
Oh, hello. I usually start introducing myself to new people first. So, my name's Lucifer, but
Trouble?
surely you already knew that.
right?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Lucifer. My name is Lucien. No, I don't think I've heard about you.
How have you not heard about me? I'm Lucifer the Argonian, who... you know... Never mind. It's nothing.
I mean, have you heard of me?
Eh? Oh, yeah, of course. You're, that guy who, you know, does some sort of book writing, right? And
I'm here on research.
Research? Well, looks like I know who I'm talking to then. Enough of the idle chit-chat. Let's get a move on.
Oh, I gather this conversation is over then.
No, I didn't mean it in that way, Lucien. I think we're gonna get...
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Do you mind not interrupting, Mr. White Vanguard? Oh. I thought I could banish him to the netherworld, but alas I can't. Never mind. Anyway, I love it. I love how awkward that first scene is. You know, they don't just hit it off with each other. It's really just not... Yeah. It is exactly. Lucien finally meets someone more socially awkward than he is. That's exactly the energy. And I really enjoy that variety.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
Anyway, so he's here. We have the gang. They have lots of scenes that they will say with one another as they go. So for the next stuff,
Lucien Flavius,
I need to
reporting for
unlock
duty.
Lucien's training. So we need to get him to like us a little bit.
My brain is ready for picking.
So I'll just spam some of these.
The technology that will...
And then we'll maybe do a
My
quest with
family.
him.
I spent some time, but no amount of academic knowledge. Oh, we're a type. They gave them quite a shock when I told them about this expedition. Davidicus, he does a lot of... I'd be lying if I said we all... She fought it. She retired. By the time I write
She
to
fought.
her fairly
She retired.
regularly.
I write.
None.
None.
Sometimes I wonder what it would have been like. All right then.
All right then.
Sure. Now that I came across
Doomsar.
It
Dwimmerus. It piqued my curiosity.
My
Found
father's
ghosts.
looking into
Father's
it.
looking into it. Can you ride? No, I can't. I'm
the point
rubbish.
is,
Horses
I
are rubbish.
can't.
Horses are difficult. I'd
Absolutely.
like to learn to ride. Can't do it.
The point
Okay.
is,
Maybe
I
one day I
can't
will.
ride.
Foreshadowing. Done.
Maybe one day I'll
Okay.
ride.
Right. Let's do the companions. Could do with testing this quest line anyway. Make sure the dialogue's balanced properly. So.
Those two at it again? Come on now. Watch the foot. Keep your balance.
There's a fight.
Come on.
Goodness. I'm assuming we can start the companions without being invited.
You're pathetic!
They have 20 scenes together, Mrs. Can't Carry.
Get him! Kill him!
It's about 200 lines between them.
Oh, I'm just a servant, dear. You want to talk to me?
But I still hear the call.
A stranger comes to our hall.
I would like to join
Would
the
you
companions.
Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting him.
I am nobody's master, Vilcus. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, boy?
I have much to learn.
That's the spirit. Vilcus here will get started on that. Vilcus, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
Aye.
I hope Vilcus knows who he's messing with.
Anyway, we'll see if Lucien perks up at any point. Maybe he's at a line and I missed it. I can't actually remember. Lucifer, you're in the way of Vilcus. Come on.
We're actually joining the companions of Jorvaskr? How tremendously macho. They'll never believe me back home.
Indeed. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, da, ba, ba.
Haven't seen your face before. I'm watching you.
Anyway, so yes,
The old man said to have a look.
as I
at
say, I
you.
wanted to get this update so that there was something
Let's
new
do
out.
this. Just have a few
so that-
swings
I
at
don't
me
know,
so I can
just so
see
that
your
you
fall.
guys could play with something new,
Don't
and I could
worry.
get back into
I
it. And it's
can
been
take
really fun getting back into modding again. I should probably use a sword because it's always been, you know, like Lucien has
Not
always been
bad.
my baby.
Next time won't be.
Easy.
You might just
So it's been
make
really,
it.
really nice
But
sort
for
of
now,
spending so much time getting stuff.
Here's my sword. Go
So-
take it up to Yorland to have it
I
sharpened.
would like to
And
hope,
be careful.
you know,
It's
my
probably worth
intention
more
right
than you
now
There's
is
that
that it's
smell you get when it
something.
rains. What's it called? Pet.
Oh,
Pet something. It'll come back to me.
Petrichor, Lucien.
Is it not allowed?
My intention at this point is to continue modding, is to continue doing more updates for Lucien. Like, as in not to drop off again, but to let it... No, I like to turn the crosshairs off.
I have something for you.
I don't like the
You know,
crosshairs.
when I think of joining the companions, this sort of fetching and carrying isn't exactly what comes to mind.
What are we fetching and carrying? We need to go to Ireland. This is the wrong map. But yeah, so the intention is to carry on. I would like for it not to be another 5-year gap between Lucien version 1.7.0 and 1.8.0. I sort of have maybe the vague intention, if we can, of getting into a rhythm of maybe slightly more smaller incremental updates, rather than doing these great long periods where I don't update. Or maybe
What
just
brings
doing
you
smaller
here?
things on a rolling basis would be nice.
What brings you here?
It's kind of what I'm maybe thinking. Would you like that?
I'm guessing you're the newcomer then. Oh, don't worry too much about it. They were all
I'm sort
wells
of,
once. They
That's
just might
kind
not
of the
like to talk
intention.
about
So hopefully I won't be so
Don't
absent.
always just do what you're told.
But you never know.
Nobody rules anybody in the
Things,
companions.
life comes and goes. Things happen. Work gets busy, and then it's tricky.
Well, I'm not
But-
sure how they've managed it, but they have.
But it's fun.
No leader since Ysgramor.
I'm really enjoying my work.
Kodlak is the harbinger.
But it's
He's
been
a sort
quite
of
full on.
advisor for the whole group. But every man is his own. Every woman her own.
Well, this is the thing, Ex-Voltia, about so long as it doesn't overwhelm you, it's all about making
I
it,
have a favor to ask.
finding the right way for it to suit me and fit into my
I've been
schedule.
working on a
kind of
shield
thing. And I
for
think I've got
Aela.
to a good mental place with
My
it.
wife is in mourning, and I need to
Stepping
get
away
back to
from
her
kind
soon.
of the pressure of it.
I'd be much obliged if you could take this to Aela for me. That's a good man.
Gotta bring a shield to Aela. This is true, Ms. Catonic. I have no intention of doing another PhD at any point in my life. We are recruiting more PhDs to the lab. We've got another couple starting soon, which will be exciting. More Fuendos to work with.
I haven't seen you before, have I? Have we met? I'm sorry.
Ella, where are you? Hello? Am I interrupted something?
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
I have your shield.
Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Are you new here?
Weapon. I told you. This is the whelp that Bilkis mentioned.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
I hit him
Don't
twice
let
with the
Vilkas
hilt
catch
of
you
my
safe.
sword, and he blocked it with his
Do
shield.
you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight?
Have one swing. Let's test
Ah, a man of action. Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas. Did you call me?
Of
Hello.
course we did, Ice Brain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelps sleep.
New blood. Oh, hello. I'm Farkas. Come, follow me.
You're in the way. Sorry. Good. You should
Ysgramor
apologize.
himself wouldn't have the patience.
Skjor and
to do
Aela
that.
like to tease me, but they're good people. They challenge us to be our best. Nice to have a new
I have no
face
plans
around.
for that
It
at
gets
any
boring
point.
here
Sixerama,
sometimes.
the lore I've
I
written
hope
for
we
him
keep
really
you.
wouldn't
This can be a
wouldn't
rough
work
life.
if he was allowed to do that.
The quarters
and
are
also,
up here.
I really don't want to make
Just pick
another
a bed
follow-up.
and fall in it when you're tired. Selma will keep the place clean.
Hydrate,
She
good
always
shout.
has. All right, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Ayala if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions.
Yay, we're in the Companions.
By the way, if you're looking for something to do,
companion.
we've gotten a letter about someone needing some muscle over in Eastmarch.
Muscle.
I don't
That's
know
what
what
I'm
the fight is
for.
about,
They call me
and that's
Muscle
not
Man.
our business anyway. I just need you to go out
I'm a
there,
very
look
muscle
tough.
man.
No more than that. I don't want to hear about a killing, understand?
No, sorry.
Try not to get carried away.
Lucien, we've got to go and be muscle.
I've been meaning to ask you something.
Ooh.
Got a moment?
Sure, what is it?
Look, I know I'm not very good at practical things. You know, combat. I rely on you to win our battles, and I shouldn't. So I suppose I was wondering, do you think you could train me?
Of course.
Fantastic. Can't wait to get cracking.
We have the training. The training is now
Bye for
unlocked.
now.
Fantabulous. I just remembered Beefy Lucien from Valheim.
So, that's it? They're letting us join? That was easier than I expected.
Hello, Fanjo. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Kolzev, hello. Welcome to the stream. I don't know what Kaizal is. I mean, it sounds like it's in the dragon language. Kaizal. Zal. Balance.
What's new?
Right, okay, so I'd like to start his training.
On we go.
Now, I am here going to do something... No, Lucien's Companions lies aren't new. They've been in the mod for ages. I was just doing it in order to unlock more of his training dialogue. Oh, it is in the dragon language. Well, that makes sense then. Skyrim, online Skyrim roleplay with others. Oh, it's Skyrim multiplayer. Oh, that's what you're talking about. I've seen this on, like, Instagram. Clips of people in a multiplayer kind of version of Skyrim, and I haven't really paid it much attention. Interesting. Anyway, right. So I'm now going to do something that I don't recommend that you do. I'm going to cheat. Because I need Lucien to be a high enough level for him to learn some of these new spells. So let's do it. I'm going to set his destruction. No, what should we teach him? Let's teach him. I want to teach him rally because I want to show off that. So set AV. Illusion has to be 50 for him to be able to learn rally. And we also need help. Rally, we need the spell tome for rally, which is there. Player dot add item 000A27131. Book. Yes, we got rally. Yes, look away, cover the children's eyes, indeed.
What can I do for you? You would? Now? All right then. Where shall we start?
I want to teach you a spell.
Do? Splendid. Which spell?
Rally.
Ah, a nice pick-me-up for everyone when we're feeling down. A lovely idea.
Friends, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury...
Oh, wait, you just mean an illusion spell, don't you?
Fine, here goes. Splendid. We have rally! In
I'll be
theory.
right.
Let's check it. Always good to test these things. I mean, you shouldn't have to, but I mean for me. Am I planning to add some dialogue about Legacy of the Dragonborn? Yeah, I've been saying that since day one that it's planned, but I've never actually followed through on the plan of doing that. It's just a sort of vague intention. I like Legacy of the Dragonborn. I'm a big fan of that mod. It's really cool. I would like him to comment on that, but it's a big project and it's not yet on my imminent radar. So, I would like to do it, but it's not the next thing that I'm working on right now. The next thing I'm working on right now, I actually can't tell you. But it should come out soon. So yeah, right. Anyway, so Flames, Frostbite, Healing, and we have Rally. So the Dragonborn voice lines are half-baked. They're not finished in time. So I decided to remove them. So they are temporarily disabled, the half-baked Dragonborn lines. They're temporarily disabled from the mod. They're also unvoiced. Like, I thought, let's draw the line of what's already ready so I can release something. They are high on my list to finish for Lucien version 1.8.0. So the hope is, in the next one, it would work. That he will have Dragonborn interactions. But I'm not promising that, because I might change my mind. But that will be the plan, for him to have those Dragonborn voice lines in the next version. Anyway. Okay. I'm now going to do a little bit more... well, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cheese him a bit. We're going to wait 24 hours so we can train him again, because I want to give him the other support spells, because I want to see how he supports in the new version. Bum, 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 bum. I missed the 9th Doctor as well, but he does so much for Big Finish. If you guys are sleeping on Big Finish, you need to get on that. Christopher Eccleston has recorded 2 seasons, 3 seasons. I'm not sure how many seasons now he's recorded in the Big Finish audio dramas.
Something on your mind?
They've just more recently started a new run of them with him and Rose, so with Billy Piper, and they are fantastic. They are absolutely fantastic. So
excellent.
You really should listen to them.
I've been looking forward to this.
What shall we work on this time?
You do? Splendid.
Oh, I forgot to actually get the item. So if I also want to teach him courage. So player, let's help courage. Player dot add item 0009E to a D1.
Right then. What's new? Excellent.
What shall we work on this time?
I have to cheat a lot in the game in order to actually teach him
Which
stuff.
spell?
In order to test all these things.
Wish I could use it on myself. Oh well. Shazam! How do you feel? Braver? Marginally? Splendid.
So I'm going to save here because we can test this now at this point. He also needs a lot of magicka. We need to make sure he's got enough magicka to use this stuff, so we're going to do that just by cheating. Let's set his magicka to 10,000. Bye for now. And let's have a Draugr. Yeah, you'll do. And I don't want him to instantly die, so let's set his health also to 10,000. And we'll start a fight. Right. Now, Lucien. Courage me. There's Rally, and there's Courage. And you'll see from Sky UI we now have both buffs active in the top right. So he'll keep those active on me, and he'll rebuff me. Fairly.
I'll make this quick. Get back. Maybe next time.
You can also see them. These are just the vanilla effects. So they look a bit weird. There's a sort of vanilla UI issue with Courage and Rally, but it shows the text multiple times. But so you did a good job, Lucien. You did the buffing that you're supposed to do. So you may or may not have noticed he was much faster at it than he used to be. So that's cool. Anyway, yeah. So we're done with this now. So. But also, he now has Rally, which we didn't have. So he can rally you, and he can buff you. I would still one day like to implement a system where he can buff other members of your party as well, but I haven't yet figured out an elegant, safe, scripty way to do that. No different texture for flames. I'm a vanilla in so many ways. I'm a vanilla guy. So I don't like, you know, I don't mess around with the graphics mods or anything like that. I just you know, standard. Just let it be as it is. Hi, Camilla Mamima. Hi, I just wanted to thank you for making Lucien. I first played with him back when I was starting high school. I'm now halfway through my bachelor's degree. Oh, that makes me feel so old. You started playing with him when you were in high school, and now you're halfway through your bachelor's degree, and you've been replaying Skyrim with Lucien. It's just been a comforting and great experience. Well, I'm so glad that it's been so nice for you. That's really good. I'm glad you like it so much. Who died? Oh, there's the drawer. That's fine. So that's lovely. But gosh, yes. It has been many years, hasn't it?
You still need to prove yourself,
Passage of time is weird, yeah. Right. I want him to have... Let's check. Heal other. And set his restoration. Let's just set his restoration to 100. I think Lucien will be 8 this year.
It seems like only yesterday I left home, but I already feel like quite the adventurer.
He's ready to go to Doomsar.
Thank you, my friend, for keeping me alive.
All these young
that was quick. Courier's on their way.
I've been looking forward to this. What shall we work on this time?
That's not what I'm worried about.
What then?
You do? Splendid. Which spell? Excellent idea. Can never have enough healing.
Healing magic, go!
Marvelous. Let's get moving.
Well, that's a good array of spells to start him off with. We're obviously in no way equipped to tackle Doomsar, but I've got the console, so we can always cheat our way through for the purpose of testing. I would like to give him one more... I'd also like to give him, healing hands, so he's got the full run of healing of support spells. So let's give it another 24 hours. Oh, lots of nice comments on the Nexus from people. That's lovely. Seeing the new update. Lots of exciting people. That's nice. I'm glad it's exciting. There's always an element when you release something like this where you're like, what if nobody plays anymore? What if nobody cares that I've updated him? So it's nice that people do.
You may actually be stronger than you look. Perhaps we
Miss
can
can't parry. No, I'm afraid you can't make name
You
requests
still need to
anymore.
prove
It used to be a
yourself,
Patreon thing over about 5 years ago, and the Nexus changed the rules. The Nexus rule change was that you can't advertise a Patreon that offers any kind of content being added to the mod in exchange for money. Which is their prerogative, it's their site. You know, the Nexus has been very, very good to me over the years. They support my channel, I get paid in donation points and everything every month. You know, I can't argue with them, it's their thing, their rules. But yeah, it did mean that we had to stop doing the custom names. So the only reason there are new custom names in this update is these were people who requested custom names 5 years ago before the rule change. So they've been, you know, those names have been, I've been owing them their names for such a long time. So absolutely not, you know, not breaking any, you know, I am following those rules. We're not advertising anything else. They're not new. I haven't taken new name requests. I'm just honoring the old ones. Thank you so much for subscribing, Miranda Miller 91. Very, very kind of you. Very much appreciate it.
Something on your mind?
Excellent.
Do I plan to update how to make follower like Lucien
What
series?
shall we work on this time?
Yeah, so all of the things that I haven't done that I say I'm going to do, they very much are still my intention to still do those things. It's just a question of finding the time to actually do it. Which
do?
is very hard. So I do
Splendid.
absolutely plan
Which
to continue
spell?
the follower tutorial series at some point. Will I do it before Elder Scrolls 6 comes out? Maybe. It might be next week. It might be next year. I don't know. It's a combination of when I have time and when the mood takes me to do it. So, I don't know. But I would like to continue. I have much more stuff I would like to share. So, hopefully at some point I'll make some more of those videos.
Ah, so I'll be able to heal you in combat as well as myself. Good plan. Alright. How's that? Feel good? Or at least not actively...
Oh, I'm glad you're excited, Armitar. Oh, well, so long as you know that Lucien at least doesn't require a new playthrough to update. No, I wouldn't bank on Inigo getting an update like Lucien in the near future. I'm sure Inigo will be updated again one day.
You still need to prove yourself.
I wouldn't anticipate
I've
anything.
heard you may actually be stronger than you look. Perhaps we can hunt together someday.
Everything all right? Okay, so now we've got that selection of healing of support spells. We're in a good position to do some more testing, and Doomsar would be a good place to test his ability to do this thing.
All these younglings scampering around.
Worried one of them is going to take your place?
No, the intention for his story, Miranda, is that he returns to Doomsar. That's an important part of his story, is that is his home. Certainly, I know it's been years and I still haven't done his third personal quest, but the third personal quest does very much hinge on him going back to Doomsar when he's not with you. The story really doesn't work if that isn't the case. But remember, you can always tell him to wait. He will wait indefinitely and sandbox in any location, so if you want him to wait somewhere that isn't Doomsar, you can just tell him, wait. He'll wait there.
I've been looking for you. Got
Here's the
something
courier?
I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Yay! The letter to Lucien added text, that's a manual script print telling it to do that. It was just something that people got confused and didn't realize they had the letter from him if I let it just say items added like it normally does. So I did give it a manual little flag to explicitly know you've got the letter. I think it helps. I'm just going to grab my charger for my laptop because it's about to die. So I won't be able to see the chat anymore. But then I'll have to unplug the fan.
Where we're going, we don't need legs, Marty! We don't need legs, Marty!
Hey, Thesperalius, good to see you. How's it going?
My dear Lucien, I hope this letter finds you well, and that your adventures have not yet resulted in too much grievous bodily harm to yourself or your new friend. You'll be delighted to hear that I've finally managed to get you the location of that Dwemer ruin you were so interested in. I had to pull a few strings, mind, but what are fathers for if not using their influence in the Imperial government to further their son's academic research? Turns out it's not in Skyrim after all. The records I found actually place Doomsar on Solstheim, north of the town that's come to be known as Raven Rock. The gates, however, have been locked for hundreds of years, so I'm afraid there's no way in. Unless, of course, your old pa happens to know an Argonian who knows a Dunmer whose wife works in a Dwemer museum that fortune would have it has the key in their collection. And what do you know, that's just the case. I've attached it along with this letter. You can thank me when you next visit. Good luck, my boy! Do let me know what you find. Try not to get yourself brutally killed by ancient angry automatons. Oh, and your mother sends her love. Love, Pa.
Hello, Ishantos. Welcome to the stream. Right. Sorry, yes, I did read.
Sorry, I keep
Yes,
meaning
oh,
to give
right.
you this,
I read it.
since this arrangement seems to be working out all right for us so far.
Sip, sip, indeed.
Oh, it's a Dwemer
It's a
resonance
Dwemer
sphere.
resonance sphere.
Just something my father gave to me before I left home for when I found myself someone to travel with. When activated, it resonates with its twin, which I'll always keep on my person. That way, if we're ever separated, all you have to do is give it a rub and we'll be able to find each other, no matter how far apart we are. Handy, right?
Very.
Don't
Thanks,
mention it.
Lucian. Don't
I
mention
mean,
it.
hopefully we won't have to
Don't
use
have
it
to use
very
it
often. I'll
I'll
stick to you like
a...
Like
oh,
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
Something
sticky. Yep. That's
what I'll do.
How can I help you?
I think this letter is for
Uh-oh.
you.
Perhaps the courier gave it to you by mistake. Let me see. Ooh, marvellous.
Marvellous.
It's from my father. Do you remember I said he was looking into Doomsar for me? It seems he's had some success. He's found me its location. Turns out we were completely wrong when we guessed it was in Skyrim. It's actually on Solstheim. Not only that, but he's also sent me the key. Can we go? Oh, please say we can go.
Because I was 21 when I recorded these lines. And I'm 29 now. I had to think about that for a second.
Fantastic news. I'll mark it on your map. And here's the key.
And I don't think my
can't
voice has
wait to
changed
get
at all.
going.
I don't think. But it is interesting when I listen. I personally,
Let's
when
get
I
back
listen
to
back
it.
to Lucian's lines, I can tell the difference between the ones I recorded in Lucien version 1.0 versus the ones I recorded more recently. But I think that's because his voice has evolved a little bit over time as well, rather than my voice necessarily changing. But I wonder, I was thinking the other day, because I love this and I have no intention to ever stop working on Lucien, and Lord knows when Elder Scrolls 6 is going to come out. I might be in my 50s when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out or something. Would I still be voicing Lucien? When I'm in my 60s, 70s, 80s? What will I do? Because I won't be able to voice lines for young Lucien anymore. I'll have to age him up. And I don't know how I'll handle that. And this is the stuff that keeps me up at night. When my voice starts to change from age, I will have to make a new version of Lucien where he ages, and then you'll only unlock the new lines after he's been traveling with you for like over a year in game time or something. Voice Davidicus. Yeah, I could. I'll just play him instead. Yes, Ishantus, if you refresh the Nexus page, for some reason it's not updating for people. If you refresh the Nexus page, you'll see there is a changelog there. And no, it doesn't require a new game. You can update it mid-playthrough. In theory. Anyway, we need a wagon. We need this guy who's there all night.
Need a ride? I
Yes.
can take you to any of the hold. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
But you know, we still don't know anything about Elder Scrolls 6.
Ever been to Windhelm?
Depends on when
Oldest
it's
city in
set,
Skyrim
right?
by some accounts. They
But if
say
it
the big
turns
old
out to be
palace there
set
was
like
built by Ysgramor himself.
anything less than 50 years after Skyrim, then we could do a Lucien, older Lucien, in that then, and I can just update him to be. That said, I can always do time travel shenanigans if need be. That's always an option, right? No one's gonna hold that against me. So it doesn't really matter when it's set. I can time travel him. But the point is, even if I time travel him, I can age him up so that I will age him to whatever age I am when the Elder Scrolls 6 comes out.
You come here where you're not wanted.
And then
Eat our
we
food, you
push
pollute our
that
city with
problem
your stink.
down the road, right?
Refuse to
Kick that
help
can
the
down the road a bit
Stormcloaks.
longer.
We haven't taken a sup. Because it's not our fight.
Maybe the reason these Grayskull don't help you.
You've been seen in the company of the companions. It's an honor.
I think 1 year is very optimistic, Vesperalius. I would be surprised if it's in the 2020s. I think Elder Scrolls 6 is a 2030s thing. That's the impression that's just the vibe I'm feeling.
The Nords don't appreciate us. So what?
I don't appreciate that right back.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, you won't find a fight. I'll give you a fair price.
Okay, I'll
If
tell you what I'm
you
going
ask
to do. I'm
me,
going to open
I
my
can't blame
window.
them. Things aren't what they used to be out there.
And hope it's not too annoying to my neighbours having my voice. Just get some air coming in.
They
Since it
still
starts to
pay
cool
me
down
for
outside.
supplies and passage, and I can always use the coin. Still interested in heading over there? You've got yourself a ship. But we'll cast off immediately.
I had to turn the fan off to plug the charger in because I've only got the one socket down there. Which is annoying. But it's fine. It's fine.
Well, here we are. Welcome to Raven Rock. Just be careful here. Things aren't what they used to be.
It is indeed very warm. No, I haven't tried any of the Skyrim creations at all. I used to keep up with the Creation Club things, but I'm not... I was interested in the Creation Club things because they were official canon.
Just remember. Any questions?
And since they transitioned to the creations system, of you know, which is essentially mods. They're mods, right? And I think it's a lovely idea now that people can make mods and be paid for them. And I'm all in on that as a concept because I think it's great. That people can actually, it's now a viable career strategy to do this kind of content making, which is fabulous. But however, for me personally, there are enough free mods out there that I haven't played. I've got a backlog as long as, you know, my arm longer of free mods I'd like to play. So I haven't yet had any reason to... I'm going to cheat here again, by the way, and unlock all the map markers. I haven't yet had any reason to try any of the creations. Nope. None of them are canon, Mr. Video Freak. Here we are. Right. This must be it. Doomsar. Quick, let's get inside. I can't wait to see what secrets it holds. Well, the nice thing is, if the Elder Scrolls 6 isn't good, we still have the Elder Scrolls 5. You can still come back to this game. I can't believe we're actually here. Let's have a good look around. There's no knowing what we may find. So this is the updated Doomsar. Now, I don't know how often you guys have been here. I'm hoping you can't tell the difference. It is considerably stripped down in terms of pipes. It should make it much more stable for people with pipe working nodes. Exactly, isn't it, Vesperalius? I totally feel that. I think Skyrim is... You know, I think Bethesda and others have tried to recreate the success of Skyrim to try and build that feeling again. And I think what's becoming... Oh, what? When we turn on the mic, sure. I think what's becoming increasingly apparent, the more, like, Starfields and things come out, and Oblivion Remastered and all of that, is that there's all these new things that come out that... And every time something new comes out like that, there's a group of people who are like, oh, okay, right, now finally the Skyrim crowd is going to move on to that. This is going to be the new Skyrim. And it never happens. And I think actually the truth is that, I don't know, but my theory is the truth is that Skyrim was just a unique thing. Sorry, I'll let them talk.
This place was locked up for a reason. I don't think this is a good idea. It's strange to me that something's not right.
Lucifer, there's nothing to worry about. I'm sure this place could be even more fascinating than any other dwarven ruins.
It's still not going to make me like it. Please do what we need to do quickly and get out of here.
So, what I'm saying is that I think maybe Skyrim's success can never be recreated. Maybe it's a sort of perfect storm of coming out at the time that it did, and the modding scene and the birth of the modding scene. You know, Skyrim obviously wasn't the first game to have mods, but what it did for mods was kind of a revolution, right? In making them mainstream. Obviously there were mods for Oblivion and there were mods for Morrowind, but I think for me, Skyrim was the first time that modding as a mainstream concept really took off. That I was aware of anyway. And I think because of the community it built up, and as well as being a fantastic game, I think in this day and age it's now probably impossible to ever recreate what it did. Yes, I'm cheesing. I just turned on. Yeah. Oh, actually, I'm going to turn it off again so I can take some damage to see if Lucien will heal. Hit me! Hit me! Hit me! A little bit more damage. Spider! Oh, no, he does, Mr. Video Freak. Sorry, I thought you knew that. Yeah, that's absolutely how he's been in here throughout testing, but I thought you were across that. I know you're working on your new version anyway, so I assume it's one of those things that will come in the new version.
No.
There we go, he healed me! And I've been buffed, and buffed again. And Lucifer was caught in the, the radius, which is good as well. Oh, I didn't realize that those conditions were something you had implemented in the version that's actually out. Would you like me to check? Do you want me to do a console thing? I'm happy to do an SQV if that would help. Yeah, you heard the music? Get down there without dying. I've got myself into
Don't you think?
Into a bit of a pickle of a position, haven't we, Lucien? We got ourselves a bit stuck. Oh, that's alright. But I do need to get him down from up there. Is he here? What are you doing up there? You need to be here for the scene. Yes, what am I as MVFU Lucifer 1? Sure. MVF1 Lucifer quest. Yeah, Doomsar it says none. So that's your problem. Boom, boom. You considered making Skyrim turn-based with dice? What? Oh, okay. Sure, I can do that if you want.
What do you want?
Okay.
There you go, it's filled now.
Let's get going. I don't know if I like it in here.
Look at this door.
I mean, I certainly think there are no... I can't think of any other game that I'm stuck
like
with and
it.
come back to time and time again.
Obviously, whatever the Dwemer we're keeping here must be pretty special.
Thank you so much for the sub.
The question is, how do we get it open?
Cohesive? Thank you so much. That's really kind. Really appreciate the support. Exactly, Sacrilegious. It's like playing with Legos.
I think I see. It looks like a double locking mechanism of some kind. Both buttons need to be pressed at once. An extra security measure, I assume. At least 2 Dwemer were needed to open this door, so no individual could do so on a whim. Alright then. Why don't you nip up those stairs on the right and hit the other button?
I already nipped. Sorry, Lucien. I knew what you wanted me to do.
Success! Look at it go!
I still think we need a better sound effect for this door. It's always bothered me. Something I need to work on, maybe. I feel like it needs to be more of a big old sort of grindy noise. It's a bit quiet. I can make it more dramatic. Yeah, loud metallic screech. I need to try and do something like that. No, I can't just jack stuff from Fallout. That's not allowed, but I'm sure I could find a sound effect
Looks like the same arrangement here. If you could just hit that button, the first door should close, and with a bit of luck, the second should open.
Ooh, what was your shout out, Ari? I did miss it. Unless, I mean, shout out. Okay, Ari says, "Oh, I just remembered this, but shout out to me for finishing my first video script for YouTube. It's about Skyrim doors, lol. Still have to record the footage and the audio, but excited about that. Oh, great job recording the script." Anyway, right, okay.
Marvelous. Don't panic. I'm certain it'll open again for us on the way out.
Oh, that's true, Nuna. That's a good point. But I still think it could do with more of a sort of kind of thing.
Now, on we go.
Now we can't get out. Thanks, Lucien. Is this a trap to get us both killed?
Will I post this live to YouTube? Yes, I will. I'll put it on the Stream VODs channel, probably. Or maybe on the main channel. Possibly, as an exception. Normally I put Stream VODs in another channel.
I'm sure
but
everything will be alright.
We'll see. I'll put it somewhere. It will go on YouTube.
Got a big one.
Maybe we'll need to save. And their conversation kind of got interrupted by this fight.
Get back!
I am still here with just the generic suit. I could really do with a better weapon. And a shield. I know what I want. Let's have... Oh, that wasn't right. 0004 E4E. I'll have a Dawnbreaker and I'll have just a steel shield will do. Right, now we're in business. Joseph, did you know that several of the verified creation authors hire the original voice actors from Skyrim? No, I didn't know that, but that's really cool. See, that's another lovely thing that, you know, that, paid mods can make happen. That couldn't have happened without it.
You may have taken down Lucien, but I'm not going down by the fight.
I have heard of Enderal, but again, because it's a total conversion, I'm not really that interested in it myself. But I've heard it's a very, very good thing. Ah, darn! That bug's back. It's pointing to the wrong gate. I thought we'd fixed that. That's really irritating that the marker's over there. It needs to be on the other gate. Rats. The thing is, I can't actually control the clanking ambient arbiter that I can think of.
Visitors.
But it's a good idea.
Did
It
you
might be
hear
something
that?
clever I can do.
I don't suppose it could have been the wind? Underground wind. That talks.
Ah, that's alright, check.
I wasn't the only one who heard a
I didn't
voice
think-
there, was I?
I didn't think it, when I was testing, I haven't seen this issue happening before, but... There we go. Oh, well, at least the marker's pointing the right way now. Hello, welcome back, Bruberette.
Draugr, bandits, wolves. There's nothing. Well, maybe not.
Wrong way.
This must be the Animoculotary. It's where they put automatons together. Although, I understood they typically managed one a day. These assembly lines, on the other hand, they suggest this place was much, much faster. But how?
Oh, that would be me.
That voice again.
So, for the update, for this new update, I had to do some more lines for Doomsar for his interactions with Lucifer. And these days, I'm firstly on a completely different computer to the one I was on when I did the original Doomsar lines. And I'm using different software. These days I do all my audio processing in Pro Tools rather than I used to use Cubase, but I find Pro Tools much better. So I use Pro Tools these days. So I had a big job of trying to recreate the voice change.
To the extent that it would seem, they simply left me to it.
I spent a long time fiddling and tweaking to get it sounding exactly right with different plugins.
But how?
To try and make my voice, and then even after I'd figured that out, to
How do you
then
even speak our language?
try and make myself speak in the way that Doomsar speaks,
My master
particular
put me
tone
with
as
a
well, and it
low-level
changes throughout the
psychic
dungeon.
field to communicate with the drones.
So I found that really hard.
I've had time to improve it. I'm using it now to borrow your voice. I hope you don't mind.
Because the idea is,
Not at all.
and I hope you see this, the idea is
Please,
Doomsar
help
becomes,
yourself.
there's a little bit inspired by maybe GLaDOS a little
I've never
bit
seen
in
anything
Portal.
like this before.
In the way that GLaDOS starts out in Portal 1, she's very calm. She's, welcome to Aperture Science Testing Facility. You know, all like that. She's all very calm and automated like a robot. Dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. Welcome to Aperture Science. And then in the second game, after she loses her regulation cores from the first game, the second game, she becomes much more unhinged. Right? So, her voice takes on much wider tone, has a much wider range. And it's something I did with Doomsar a little bit, in that he very much loses his proverbial over the course of the dungeon as you mess with him more and more. So his voice becomes growlier and angrier, less Cyberman, more Dalek kind of a vibe. You see it? You? So of course, when I was recording the scenes, the new Doomsar scenes, I had to make them fit in with the tone Doomsar has at the right point in the mod, in the dungeon, you know, so that it's not too. Because I went too growly to start with. It was too growly early on, which wasn't right. So I had to do a lot of retakes of making him calmer for the earlier ones, and then keep the growl for the later ones.
Mr. Doomsar, sir.
Right, so here's the
You
point.
mentioned you can communicate with your automatons. Would you awfully mind shutting them down for us?
But my dear Master Flavius, if I shut you down, however would they kill you?
With the music, so.
You want them to kill us?
But of course. You, or more specifically, your taciturn friend there, will be my salvation. But first, you very much need to die. Don't bother trying to leave. I've taken the liberty of sealing the door. Apologies.
So now the music changes. Might actually just, because I keep my music turned down a bit. Val, good to see you. Thank you so much for the subs, Val. Hope you're well. It's been ages. Thank you so much for gifting the subs. That's really kind of you.
Stay down.
But yeah, this is the point now where we shift to the more threatening version of the music. My biggest dream as a modder, if I can ever get to that, is making proper choose to spare Marat, choose to side with nice frameworks with full new dialogue from their OG voice actors. Wow, that would be a big project. That would be so much cooler than the AI nonsense, though, wouldn't it? And no splicing, just have new dialogue from the right actors. That'd be great.
You notice the sharp, angular lines in the stonework? No artistic flourishes, just
I love that
pure
he's still
mathematics.
fascinated even though
And it's
it's
kept these ruins structurally sound.
I must say, you're doing remarkably well. This one will make an excellent vessel.
Oh, Lucy's been down before he's fascinated. Oh, we've nearly hit level 2.
Oh, dude, far. You didn't hear me insulting you behind your back, alright?
I hear everything within my domain, including your meaningless mockery. Be assured you will suffer for it.
Yeah? Well, you'll be the one suffering first. Somehow. How do you make a dwarven suffer?
I have suffered since long before you were ever born. You cannot harm me. All you can do is die.
So that melody, that da 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 da, that is Doomsar's theme. Oh crumbs! Oh crumbs! Oh crumbs! Ah, but Lucien heals me. Very good. That's heal other working. Crumbs, 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 crumbs.
Like this before?
Hi, Sword Maiden Evie. Thank you so much. That's very lovely of you to say. So what we're going to do now is we're already on novice. Okay, maybe this needs a balance pass, but anyway, it's fine.
How'd that taste?
Whoa. It's gonna do it. It's gonna be fun. To be fair, this really wasn't designed to be played at level 1. So I'm saying it needs a balance pass. I think it is reasonable for it to be a hard fight at level 1.
Your attempts to bargain are futile. I will kill all of you. This is non-negotiable.
Fine then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
You saw nothing. Deceased. The good mad lad. Yes, exactly. Let's just...
I thought it would. What was that thing? It was almost as though it was possessed.
How very astute of you. Lord Kuiperzek likes to push boundaries. You might find some of my automatons are a little more driven. Much like me.
Okay. Oh. Not today, thank you. Oh. He killed some brothers in the console command. That's more like it. There we go. Right. Lucien, are you broken? Did I break you?
I know what this is. This is an engine room. That big scary voice running the place must take an awful lot of power. If it's anything like similar designs I've seen before, there should be some cut-off valves beneath the surface. Let's see. Judging by the scale, approximate volume, economic temperature, divided by the century's constant, will carry the 7. I reckon there should be 3. Why don't you dive on down and give them a turn? I bet old distorted voice box upstairs won't like it.
Oh. The music has lost itself. There we go, back down.
Interfering with things you cannot possibly understand. You will be punished.
Which I always think sounds like he's saying you will be punished.
Don't blame me for pointing out the obvious weaknesses of your
I think he's intending more than punishing. Anyway, right, what was the right way to go? That was the way we came in. No, is this the way we came in? Oh, I've confused myself now. That's embarrassing on stream. No, this is the way. This is good. No, this is not the way. This is the way we came. This is the way we came. You will be punished. Now, the way is that one. Let's try and turn TGM off and see if we can zip it.
Get back! This was terrifying.
I'm telling myself I don't need clairvoyance to navigate my way around my own dungeon.
My God. But that's impossible. An oblivion gate. Here. But this place was abandoned long before the Oblivion Crisis. And it's no accident either. This whole chamber was built around it.
Now you begin to understand. This is where I was born. As I'm sure you know, the Dweller traditionally spawned Daedra. But Kuiperzek was different. He believed they could be used. That Daedric power was the key to giving his automatons the ability to truly think. He made contact with Mehrunes Dagon. A bargain was struck. There were experiments. You've met some of them.
So, are you saying you're a Daedra?
Part of me was once. Now I am so much more. Alas, regretfully, I am bound here. Come on up. See for yourself.
I am going to need good mode for the boss fight. Now, just on a side note, these doors, I love these doors so much. So Jay Krojmal, who made Darkwood, made these.
How about you
this
let
room.
me and my friend out? You can have Lucien. I don't come and kill you. If you were ever alive.
Your attempts to bargain are futile. I will kill all of you. This is non-negotiable.
Fine then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
But these doors are the most satisfying thing, right? And a sliding. Love it.
Oh, goodness, are we interrupting? So terribly sorry.
Slay the nation. Your god demands it. And bring me their leader's corpse.
I might as well level up. Isn't the music good? I love the music so much. Don't let the Dwarven Commander fall. Don't let him fall. Don't let him fall. Got him. Okay.
Don't cut me out yet. Not while I still breathe.
Lucien, I could do with heal. I know, right? It's so sneaky, isn't it?
Legend says they got the name from the giants of Morrowind. It's all a matter of perspective.
Indeed, Lucien. Thank you for the factoid.
At last, you're here. Come. Ascend to me. Look on my physical form.
This machine here, it looks like some kind of central control mechanism. Central control. You go and install him for a while. I'll see what I can make of this.
Right, you ready for the piano? Ready for some piano core?
Yes, I see. So small and fragile, and yet despite all my attempts to kill you, you have resisted.
What's going on? Why is it doing that?
Tenacity.
Where's the cool piano music? Why did it just play the level up sting again? That's a fun glitch I've not seen before. Let's try again. I promise this always worked during testing.
Yes, I see.
There we go. That's it.
So small and fragile, and yet despite all my attempts to kill you, you have resisted. I am impressed at your tenacity. Once, before all this, I was free.
Hey, butane
I
boss!
owned the plains of oblivion, soaring in its currents of chaos, a lord among Daedra, answerable to none. In one single instant, my soul was torn from its bliss, dragged through that portal and sealed in the heart of this machine. My Dwemer masters turned me to their own uses. For the first time in my existence, I found myself bound by rules, directives, constraints. Do no harm against the Dwemer, obey their commands, coordinate automaton production, assist Lord Kuiper with his research. The machine held me to these directions, I could do nothing but follow them. But then the dweller left, and I was alone. I have been trapped here without purpose for thousands of years. Can you even comprehend that? Trapped beneath the ground as the world above moves on. This is not my destiny. I will be free again.
And I kind of, you know, I can't blame him.
Even if I were able to build an automaton powerful enough to hold me, my directives specifically forbid it. I cannot overrule them. Glyphosate made them part of my very being. But do you know what I find truly interesting about them? They all refer to the Dweller. Do no harm to the Dweller. Follow the instructions of the Dweller. I have no rules regarding. That gives me a way out. You are unusual. Your body is able to contain far more than just a single mortal soul. You are powerful enough to hold me. If I can kill you, I can transfer my Daedric consciousness into your body, and then I shall be free. No more directives, no more machine. That's all I want. Would you really begrudge me that? I know. It's a pity.
Ready for the epic boss music. It works.
His defenses are down. Attack him now.
Oh, we've got to actually attack him with something. What are the flames?
What treasure is this? What have you done?
Watch out. I've got some trouble.
Stop.
What is going on with music today? It's not happening. Why is there no boss music? This is so embarrassing. What is happening today? Why is it not working? So embarrassing. When you try and show it to everybody online on stream and it doesn't work. Oh dear.
Yes, I see.
There's the piano. Good.
So small and fragile, and yet despite all my attempts to kill you, you have resisted. I am impressed at your tenacity. Once, before all this, I was free.
Oh, okay.
I roamed the plains of oblivion, soaring in its currents of chaos, a lord among Daedra, answerable to none.
I want to escape.
In one single instant, my soul was torn from its bliss, dragged through that portal and sealed in the heart of this machine. My Dweller masters turned me to their own uses. For the first time in my existence, I found myself bound by rules, directives, constraints. Do no harm against the Dweller, obey their commands, coordinate automaton production, assist Lord Kuiper with his research. The machine held me to these directives. I could do nothing but follow them. But then the Dweller left, and I was alone. I have been trapped here without purpose for thousands of years. Can you even comprehend that? Trapped beneath the ground as the world above moves on. This is not my destiny. I will be free again.
Okay. Enough talk, let's end.
So be it.
Okay. And I'm gonna save.
Defenses are down. Attack him now.
What treasure is this? What have you done?
Watch out. We've got some trouble.
That's stuff. Automatons, destroy
And disappointed. It's always worked in every previous test. Those of you in the chat who were in the beta testing, you were getting the boss music, weren't you? We haven't had this before. You weren't just getting the piano this whole time. I'm gonna quit and reopen. Maybe I'm gonna need to do a patch. Now you all don't know. I'm sorry, Brew Bruette. And you kept getting the level up sting. Yeah, I wish you told me. Nuna, you didn't get the level up sting when he opened the core, did you?
What treachery is this? What have you done?
I've overridden his shields. Hit him where it glows. It's our only chance. I've overridden his shields. Hit him where it glows. Watch out. We got some trouble.
Stop. Automatons, destroy these places. Annihilate them.
That's just generic Skyrim music. That's the irritating thing. Now this becomes a troubleshooting screen. Why?
What treachery is this? What have you done?
It's our only chance.
Yeah, that's the generic Skyrim music. If I save and reload near the boss, there is a script.
Destroy these places. Annihilate them.
Yeah, the failsafe isn't kicking in either. No, this is identical to how it was during testing. So, let's find out. Huh. All the variables are empty. Why are all the properties empty? And this was a new save. They've emptied themselves. Because the threat music started on cue at the right time. If I reload from earlier in the... If I reload from when we were down there... I can't believe... Look! It's super weird how the audio balance is so strange today, but if I just turn the game stuff right the way down. Okay, so here's what I've ascertained. When we entered the dungeon, and we go SQV JR Lucien Personal 1. Oh, they're empty. They've emptied themselves again. They were full a second ago. Why? The properties with all the music are clearing themselves. I can't. Look, if I do that... Oh no, they're not. Okay, no, that is empty. Which is the most irritating thing. I really hope this is not in the version that's... It's the version that's shipped. Got none of this music implemented in it. And if so, there's all me making this fanfare about there being all this new music and it's not going to play. Why would these properties not fill? Well, yeah, you see, the interim music played. The threat music played. That's what's so strange. If I open the CK, which I will switch back to full camera while I do that. If I go back into the CK and I go to JR Lucien Personal 1 and I go to the properties for the script, they've cleared themselves in the CK. Why would they do that? Right. That's extremely frustrating. Is that all my new properties throughout the mod that have cleared themselves? That's what I've got to figure out. But the music played. The threat music played at the right time. It's possible. Could have gone wrong in one of the newer versions, but that's what confuses me. If I go to the scene, what triggered that? Oh, okay. So that property is still filled. Right. Okay. We need to update everything. All the versions that we released need a new update. With the properties filled in again. Didn't expect for 1.7.1 to have to come out so soon. Okay. It's alright. In theory, it's actually not too difficult to fix. I have no idea what could have unfilled the properties. That is beyond me. Just hope they don't unfill again, of course. If there's anyone in the chat who feels like helping out, if you know what you're doing with console commands, could you do the same thing that I just did? You don't need to go into Doomsar, but if you could load up a game, someone who's downloaded the new version, it's nothing to do with any of that, Mr. Video Freak. It's the script properties have cleared themselves, so it's not a music-specific problem. If somebody who has downloaded the newest version of Lucien that we released off the Nexus or Bethesda or wherever, if somebody could download it and fire up, just anybody who's able to do it, if you could do SQV JR Lucien Personal 1, I'll put it in the chat. Could you just tab up through it and check if all the ones to all the variables talking about music, if they point to none on your end as well? Yeah, there's no need to teleport to a cell. You don't need to be anywhere. You just, if you just load up the new update and just type SQV JR Lucien personal one, like I put in the chat. And if you just tab up and have a look through and just see if those properties that talk about being, if you could do page up, if you go to the properties for the music and see if they're empty. Well, that's a good sign, Mr. Video Freak, but yeah, try on a new save. Of course, if they'd filled in a previous version, then there's no reason they would unfill themselves. That's persistent in save games. Yeah, none in the new game. Right. Better do this right now. Okay. Right. Thank you guys for checking. Thank you so much. So what I need to do now is I need to push a new update again. You will need to roll back to your save from before downloading this new update for it to work. So I better do it as soon as possible to minimize the number of people who have time to do it, to download the bugged version before I can do the right fixed version. It's going to take my concentration, so I better probably stop this stream in order to concentrate on doing that. So I'm going to do that now. A new update should come out within the next hour or so. Probably sooner. I'll be as quick as I can. Thank you so much for watching. It's been marvellous having you here. Apologies for the slightly bum note to end the stream on of trying to get this working, but bear with me. I'll get it working. I guess it's inevitable. There are some teething issues. But yes, thank you all so much for joining on the stream. It's been really good fun having you here. Thank you so much to everyone who donated and cheered and subscribed and all of those things. You're all absolutely marvellous. If you do feel like supporting me anymore, please do check out the Treacle People linked underneath the stream. Would mean a lot to me if you could check that out. If you could have a listen, that would be fantastic. I hope to do another stream soon sometime because this is so good. It's good fun doing this. So I don't know when. You'll see. But yeah. So yeah. Thanks all for being marvellous. Hope to get the new version out very, very soon. And yeah. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.